they wish.
Who's playing? Oh, okay.
Ebony with 2 E's.
Hey Siri, call Patrick OTH.
You going first, man?
Go ahead, do it.
I'll make sure you.
Hey Patrick, quick question. Were you able to knock out 211?
I'm going live.
Are you still out there? Oh, perfect. I'll tell you you're knocking out today. All right, I'll take knock it out. You're knocking out today. All right.
Like Yoda a little bit. Have some like Yoda a little bit, but not really. You share the link?
Whatever it is now. So tell me, you got to run down, boom. I know you told me. I know you told me you're going to switch it up and let them do count on her.
Pick on the first half.
Yeah.
I'm just going to go out there and leave.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I think we're going to start off first.
Y'all, don't get nervous, y'all. Don't get nervous, y'all. You hear me? I had to get the cobwebs out. That's all. I'm ready to talk to y'all now. How y'all doing?
Thanks.
See, we was on some. Okay. I don't like these niggas yelling. Those quarters. Those quarters.
This close?
Yeah, that's that tension reliever from the day. Man, you like. Where you work at? Oh, what you do?
Amazon.
He's the reason why your packages are late.
You deliver. You do the hot shots.
Okay, let's see. No, play. So we're going. You ready?
I'm ready to
All right,
go. We don't sit down and talk, bro. I got trucks.
Hot shot. Oh, I've been looking into hot shot.
I'm
gonna get my plan. Well, all right. It is Micah Talk, episode 153. It's your boy D Jones
and your boy Facts in the building, y'all. How y'all doing? It's another blessed day, Wednesday. If you're streaming, listen to it on the our podcast, Spotify, Speaker Breaker, all that. Guess what's the Thursday? So you're blessed. You're tuned into the hottest podcast in the world. It is Micah Talk. B. Candy Jones. D Jones, how you doing, bro?
I'm good, man. Blessed, a little stressed. I ain't gonna lie.
Okay, switch it up then.
Blessed, a little stressed. Yeah, I don't get it. I know what. Yeah, a little glitchy on our end. For all the live watchers on the YouTube and Facebook experience, we appreciate your patience and understanding, but I can't really, I'm only one man.
I can't get jiggy with these sheets.
Nas said he had one mic. I'm just one man. So, but yeah, hopefully it clears itself up during the time of being on this show.
Yes, sir.
If it doesn't, listen to the stream. But yeah, we have some special guests in the bill. We'll go ahead and announce them and bring them on the camera as soon as we get done doing our due diligence. But yeah, how you doing, BK?
Man, busy per usual. Ready to get this week over with. Party a little bit. It's my boy birthday this weekend coming up, so I get to let my hair down.
Let your hair down.
Yeah, let my hair down just for a second. Other than that, we grinding, baby. It's grind time. Ain't no time to let up.
I hear you. Yeah, man. So it's just bothering me. Gonna lie. It's really bothering my nerves.
Don't let do it to me.
Anyway, yeah. So yeah, about for a little bit.
Facts.
All right, thank you for having me. Yes. So anyway, welcome back. We are going to go ahead and, like I said, jump right on into what we do over here. Just Micah Talk, episode 153. Again, it's your boy D Jones. We got B Ken in the building.
Facts.
And we have some special guests. I'm gonna bring them up here as well. They also might be glitch for damn. That's kind of how it works here today. In the studio.
Glitch Factory.
Yeah.
Right now.
But yeah. Yeah. So again, in the building now we have. Y'all know DJ Baby Blue Diamond. We also have Travis, right? And then we have D, right?
Live at 5.
Live at 5.
Okay.
So y'all introduce yourself. I mean, have AKAs and stuff. I want to mess about a bunch of actors. You know what I'm saying? I want to mess up. Y'all want to say them?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I'm T1.
T1. Okay.
Okay.
On this show, I'm BBD.
BBD.
Like Velvet DeVoe or like?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
You can put whatever you want to put in.
Pause.
It's gonna be a hell of a show, man.
One of those.
So let me get it right. You said A1.
T1.
T1. I apologize. BBD.
Stay.
But Baby Blue Diamond, I gotta call you that because BBD is a whole lot of acronyms. We ain't gonna play like that.
And my name is D, aka Mr. Live at 5 himself.
Okay, talk to the people, man. We got them in the building.
Yeah.
And they go by the podcast. They have their own podcast. What's the name of that?
Well, you asked.
Well, you asked. That's what's up.
I was about to be a friend. I'm like, damn, brother, I just asked a question.
No,
Well, you asked podcast. Dope, though.
When I asked her in the
Dope.
podcast, she's like, well, you asked. I was like,
But
and I had to like think, oh my bad, that's the name of it.
But I didn't say
My
that
fault. I
offensive.
thought she was throwing
That's
those.
dope.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, it's only 9 in the morning.
Don't be creative.
So I wanted to ask y'all a little bit quick before we continue. A little quick, I guess backstory. What's the origin of y'all's name of y'all show? Where'd it come from?
Well, so the podcast actually started with an artist from San Antonio. I'm not going to call no names.
No, say it.
Don't talk about speak. I'm big on saying names.
I'm not saying.
Don't say names. I apologize. I'm gonna say names if I find out. Now, go
Sean
ahead.
J.
Deshaun J?
He's
Okay.
an artist. He's a rap artist. He's a dope artist. But he wanted to start a podcast with me. He came up with the title "Well You Asked." Podcasting was his thing. You know, podcasting is not for everyone. You have to be
For
able
sure.
to put time into it. You got to be able to promote your brand,
For sure.
and none of that was in his little whim. So it wasn't for him. So we decided to just call it quits, let it go for a year. I kept getting those notifications on Facebook that you get 1 like here, 2 likes here. I'm like, people liking the page for me. I'm like,
Okay.
So I was like, maybe that's a sign for me to pick it back up.
Right.
So I was looking for 2 co-hosts for my sex podcast, but I didn't pick sex podcast. I just said I need 2 co-hosts. These 2 inboxed me, told them what it was. They're like, nah, we married. We can't do the sex podcast.
For sure.
So that's when I say, you know what? I got another podcast that might be good for you 2. I already knew D, but I didn't know Travis. We both just met Travis.
Yeah. Okay.
We had a little quick meeting before the podcast started, and they just clicked. So I was like, this is the perfect fit.
That's it. When it's organic, that's the best feeling in the world. Ooh, a little snazzy. Y'all all from San Antonio? Yeah, the sound effect from
He's not. He's from where you from?
I can tell, yeah. He got the hat back.
He's ex-military.
For sure.
And I was born and raised in Hampton, Virginia until I was 13, and then moved to the Dallas-Fort Worth area.
Come on, D-Town. That's where I'm from, Oak Cliff.
Oh yeah.
Stand up.
What's
they
up?
got-
What's up?
What's up?
Down.
Why y'all sit down?
The Crunkin' song.
Yeah.
Okay,
That
what?
Crunkin'
Oak
song.
Cliff.
Oh my
That's
God.
my hood. Put it in your face. You understood? Okay, now take back the break.
Let's get back to the pod. Again, y'all, welcome y'all. Appreciate y'all. Definitely, I'm looking forward to it.
For sure.
Feel free to indulge into your snacks. Just don't. I don't understand.
Yeah, do like
Feel free.
I'm
I'm
about
not,
to
I'm
jump
not
in
sharing.
there.
there.
They already sharing.
For real. I stopped there. You know what's crazy?
No, I don't know.
When we first started, I used to share with you.
What?
Now I noticed that it's on my side.
No, so I can tell you what happened with that. What happened is I'll still indulge if I want to.
He's gonna reach over here, brother.
Oh yeah, it's great. What happened is I went on this journey of no sugar for 30 days. And
How's that working for you?
I lost 10 pounds last month, but I've been trying to.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I've been trying to carry it over. You know what I'm saying? Thank y'all. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's me. You know what I'm saying? I've been trying to carry it over. You know what I'm saying? I had a couple slip days. I'm trying not to. I love candy. If I open the bag, it's gonna be a wrap.
Well, let's slip. Come on.
I
Come on.
I have an emergency bag over here.
Don't do that.
I got the trolls over
In case the
there.
glass, if the glass breaks, I have
When
candy.
the keep the party rolling, man.
Anyway, so go ahead. We're gonna go ahead and call this Mike Talker. She gave me this very distinct disclaimer before. She said she's very nervous. In fact, she doesn't know any of the highways. She said she's only been living in San Antonio since March. So, with that being said, I'm probably gonna ask one of you 3 to say the highways in the city that we live in called San Antonio. Since she's scared.
And how many are there? Give them a breakdown.
There's 9 highways.
There's 9 highways. That's part of the show, y'all. But we give her a phone call first.
Yeah.
Since March?
Yeah, March.
Since March, so we
Months
down
ago.
there? Yeah, that's part of Reddit with the show. We're going to give you we're not giving you nothing, basically. We're going to ask y'all, the highways and byways, but we're going to give her a chance to at least mess up. Because that's what she's going to do.
Yeah,
Unless
she said 308 a highway. I said,
308
where
who?
is that?
308, yeah.
How many? I like Did she get a time limit or?
Nah, she just.
I ain't gonna lie, we hate to start timing people, but what happened is nine highways and byways.
Nah, how it?
9 highways and byways. And let you do your thing, let you think. We don't rush you. Because you ask me, we'd be here all goddamn 3 hours, 4 hours. Think about some highway. For
For
real.
real.
Hello, Evan? With 2 E's, correct? All right, cool. Make sure I did the correct spelling. Make sure I had it. Yeah, so we wanted to go ahead and welcome you to the show. This is Mike and Talk. It's your boy D Jones. You got BK as well.
Welcome.
We also have Well You Ask podcast here as well. Hey, how you right back, please?
What up?
Hey, Ebony,
Going on?
Trees. Hey, girl.
Bro, you excited. Okay, talk to me now.
She said your name.
Yeah.
Hey, baby blue diamond.
You're on
Only one D.
Anyway, here you go. So, it's cool. Anyway, so before we get started to anything else, can you please go ahead? I'm gonna just give you a chance to recite the 9 highways in the city of San Antonio, please.
Okay. Six.
Your GPS will show up. Okay. Cool. Y'all know the highways?
Y'all can throw a lifeline. Throw a
All
lifeline.
right.
Okay,
So
we're
we
gonna
got-
try 35,
14.
I-10,
1604.
1604,
Okay.
410,
281.
281,
37.
I didn't want
Yes,
to
yes.
37.
90.
Okay, that's
Say
6.
90.
What's that? 6? 7?
Yeah, 6.
6?
We just need 3 more.
What's-
Come on, you said 37, right?
I
That's
said
7.
15. I said 15, 16, but I don't know if that's considered.
No, but
It's not really highway-ish.
211.
211.
No.
211.
That's like one of them late night
We said
beverages.
No, we said
211 the late night
You
beverage.
said 281?
Yeah, we said
211 sounds like a
281,
time to get something else going.
You know what?
It's not.
Do
we
this,
say
do this,
three?
do this. Start over. We're going to keep up with it. Start over.
Oh,
Get the
I'm gonna
highway.
write it down. Start with
35,
Uh-huh.
Okay.
1604,
Uh-huh.
410,
Mhm.
10,
Yeah.
37,
Okay.
90.
90,
You say 281?
The same one.
No, you say 21. That's 7.
281. Oh, we need 2 more.
2 more. 2 more.
I already see. I already see.
Niggas help.
I already see which one y'all have. I'm missing too.
It's 211.
No.
You said, my boy
It's
said
not
211.
Adopt.highway.com. You determine make that.
We said 37, we said 410.
Which I said so far is 35, 1604, 410, 10, 37, 90, and 281. I know which one y'all missing.
I know. Me too.
Let's see. Highway.
I'll give y'all a clue. Y'all said 37 is another one that ends in a 7 here in the city.
47?
Mhm.
Oh, it ends in. Okay, hold up. It
Well,
ends
Not
in-
Highway
ends in
17.
47 ends in a 7.
Not
but
17.
It's not.
Nah.
I don't know. I'm just guessing numbers.
She
27.
said 90.
Right.
Say 17.
The other one is near 90.
Oh, he gave y'all the answer.
Near 90?
It's like
It's near 90, but it's 7.
No, that's not that one. The one with the 7 is not near 90, but the other one that's near 90.
Oh, I'm talking about numerical wise.
Because we said 37, right?
We said
Yeah.
37.
But then if you,
I-10. Oh, 281,
Wait a
90,
minute.
410.
is that
35.
Google? Hold on, Jesus.
308. No, our host. Thank you to our podcast people that are helping us out.
It's 308.
308.
Where's 308?
That's not even a
Nah,
number.
that
Let me tell
Yeah,
you.
you from Seguin.
we
You from Seguin.
we gonna have y'all
I'm
out.
gonna tell you the last two. The last two that y'all missed are 151
Oh!
151.
and
87.
87.
87.
87 got that going for East Central.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
it's
And I
on
live
Yeah.
on that side of town. How I forget?
I would never even guess it.
You on that side of town?
151.
Yeah. That's why I said 211.
That's to 11.
Because what is on? Yeah.
Well, just make sure you don't get on highway 11. You're gonna get lost. You're gonna be like, nah, I know 211 is right here.
Nah, you will get lost. If you ain't careful,
You still with us, Evan? With 2 E's?
Hey, man, I'm sorry, we having
We're
fun on
gonna,
my phone.
we're gonna jump right on into the game. We have this game we play here. It's going to be called the Urban Dictionary. The way this Urban Dictionary Challenge, rather. The way this works is I'm gonna pull a word on the screen, and you, our special guest, B. Ken, and all the rest of the mic talkers will have the opportunity to guess what that word for acronym means in the urban world. There'll be 4 choices to choose from. One of them is correct. Okay. Cool. Let's go ahead and get into it. The first word we have here is horny jail. Horny
Shit.
jail.
And
Horny
it
jail.
begins.
And here are your options. A, around friends and shame commentary occurs. B, haven't had sex in a long while. C, had sex with someone you shouldn't have. Or D, sex too many times in a day.
Horny jail.
Jill can only mean one thing.
Okay.
So you're gonna go with D. Sex will be times of the day.
What was the options again?
Can
Yes,
y'all
Oh, they
see
up
them?
here. Okay,
Yeah.
I see
Okay.
it now.
So I'll let y'all kind of real quick, you know what I'm saying, rapid fire, spit y'all's, you know, y'all's letter y'all want to think y'all think it is.
I got you right now. For horny jail, horny and jail as being locked up. A, around friends and shame commentary occurs. B, haven't had sex in a long while. C, had sex with someone you shouldn't have. D, sex too many times in a
I
day.
don't think it's B.
I'm
So which one you gonna go with then? You gonna keep your You gonna switch to the C?
say B.
You gonna switch to the
Okay,
B?
haven't texted in a long while. Okay, cool.
Well, you
T1,
asked.
T1.
Well, okay.
I'm gonna say B.
Make sure I spell in the mic.
I'm gonna say B.
B, okay.
I'm gonna say A.
A.
I'm gonna go with A.
They all the way up. And go ahead.
A.
You gonna go with A?
All
All right, this one, horny jail. Horny jail. When I was in jail.
You see? Before you
Right.
pushed that up, I thought you
Same
meant jail
commentary.
as in like hell jail, not like
Haven't
jail
had
as in
sex
like
in
locked
a
up jail.
I'm gonna go with B though.
All right, cool. So the answer is A.
See?
Around friends and shame commentary.
You gotta go with the one that always sticks out.
That's it. It did.
That's
For real.
weird.
You know,
Hey,
that's how you
cool.
pass tests.
All right.
I'm a great multiple
That's
choice.
it.
Multiple
No
choice.
doubt.
In doubt.
Hey, listen.
In
Number,
doubt,
that
two
don't make
C's.
sense.
term number 2, fracking. Fracking. Fracking.
Oh, we got
Ain't that
the
oil
field.
field?
Here are your.
But it's Urban Dictionary, so you gotta think about it.
Right. So, A, needing assistance to pass gas. B, passing gas so much it's annoying. C, passing gas under the covers. Or D, passing gas in a car full of people.
So fragging it ultimately is passing gas. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna let Emily go first. We're gonna let you get yeah, I do it all the time though. Don't act like it. But fracking. Who fracking? C. So you're gonna go with passing gas under the cover. Boy, Emily,
That's the worst.
That's the worst.
C and D is under the
You trying to
car.
hold it down? As soon as you let up.
I know it ain't C.
C and
You
D
know
is
it
under
ain't
the
C.
car.
I know it ain't C. It can't be C.
I think we should let y'all answer as a cohesive unit. Well, you asked podcast. What do y'all think it is? Y'all gotta come together. Put your heads together, y'all. Fracking. Need assistance to pass gas. That means somebody pushing on your stomach. Gotta be.
Let's see, passing gas so much is
Passing gas so much.
Man,
is
you
annoying.
just over there fracking. And
You
the
over there
D
fracking.
is passing gas in the car. Man, who the hell facked up this
Right.
car?
So a couple people have already written comments. Y'all gotta speak in y'all's mics.
D.
Just so y'all know what.
You want D or B? Okay, I'll go with him. We're gonna say D. As
D.
D.
As collective, y'all all say
he
this.
said Travis said B.
You said B?
I said B.
Okay, we're gonna go B.
Okay.
Passing gas so much. No, I'm gonna go with fracking. I'm gonna go with D. I'm gonna go with D. Passing
All right,
gas in
cool.
the car.
So
for
this
people.
one actually is also A, needing assistance to pass gas.
Oh, everybody.
Yeah. What gives you
Wait.
assistance?
What do you mean assistant?
Yeah,
Like
like-
a laxative?
Active.
What urban?
Oh.
What urban is this? I've
Chicago.
never heard this in the
Chicago
hood.
area. maybe?
Everybody-
I don't know.
What is
Dang,
laxative?
Texas. Different in Texas.
Oh, what region in the Urban Dictionary did you
You know what I'm
get
saying?
this
It
from?
might be, you know what I'm saying? We're in the Chicago area. The third one we have here is Gubby. Guvy. Gubby. Here are your choices. A, urban way to say groovy. B, slang way to say government. C, a very curvy woman. Or D, a person with a lot of guns.
I
think it's B.
Yeah, I'm gonna say B just because.
It seems like it makes sense.
Just because that's what
No.
that's how they talk now.
Yeah.
Gubby.
You know what the Gubby done?
You know the
Yeah,
Gubby
I know,
they
right?
send them checks out there.
Stimmies.
Yeah, the Gubby trip.
Gubby holding
That's
the
another way we
What do you
say like a vehicle in the military too. We call it a
A
gubby.
Gubby?
Oh, for
We'll
real?
take to use the gubby or the G.
Gubby holding the stimmy.
Okay.
So
Okay.
it could be
So
that.
I-
What you think, Ebony? With 2 E's? B. Okay. And Brian?
I'm gonna go with now. I'm gonna switch. I'm gonna go with A. Urban way to say groovy.
Why? Because the last two choices were A. You thinking that the third one?
I'm blast.
I mean, it
Don't
makes
be right.
sense.
That does
It
make
makes-
sense,
It
but
makes sense.
knowing him, he probably gonna switch it up.
When in doubt,
That's when
D
it's
Jones.
Yes.
Okay.
So the answer actually is B is a
Wow.
boy.
Okay.
See, I told you he was gonna switch it up on you. He
Yeah.
knew the way you.
When I was
he
doing
knew
that, I
the
was
way
like,
you
the first two
thinking.
was A, so I gotta make sure.
He knew the way
That
you
made
thinking.
too much sense for it not to be true.
Yeah, that's crazy. Nah, for real though, it's lame to say government. So we gotta start talking like that, Gubby.
I'm gonna
The
say
Gubby hold my
Gubby
stimmy.
tripping.
You gonna say government?
So we're gonna put that in the verse.
The Gubby did. Who's the Gubby?
That's gonna be a ball right
I gotta
there.
have it. I gotta explain. Next one. Here's the phrase: wetter than an otter's pockets. Wetter Wetter than an otter's pocket. Here are your choices. A. Drenched from rain. B. Drenched from swimming. C. Drenched from seeing a celebrity crush. Or D. Drenched from sweat.
Oh, that's not what I thought it meant. Oh, okay. I thought it
Oh, I
meant
got
something
mine.
else. My
So,
bad.
Ebony, what you got? I got mine.
So I have pockets.
Good.
You said A. Drenched from rain.
Drenched, wetter than an otter's pocket.
I think
What are we thinking?
You know what I'm saying?
You
think
ain't heard nobody. You ain't heard
is it
nobody.
D?
You never heard anybody in the urban community say,
It's-
"I'm wetter than an otter's pocket."
you think it's
I hear it all the time.
You gotta say hotter than jalapenos. You know what I'm saying? I don't have one of those.
You think it's D? You think it's C?
Okay.
So you said A. Drenched from rain.
oh, it could be.
I think it's C.
I'll ride with that.
Yeah,
Like just
C.
because of who it is on the phone.
I ain't gonna lie for me.
I'm gonna go.
Well, you asked podcast on the C, and that was mine too.
See?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So the answer actually is C.
Okay.
Yeah.
See,
There we go.
Drenched from
Some
seeing
of you
a
might apply.
celebrity
Can we get some
Yeah.
claps? And then
You want to clap?
What kind of drench are you getting?
I'm finally gonna win a game.
What kind of drench are you getting? You seen a celebrity crush?
It
BBD,
depends who
come
you
on
see.
now, BBD. I mean, we don't want to. We're all guys in here. You're the only
Come on
lady.
now.
Drenched from seeing a celebrity crush. You wouldn't go. It wouldn't be your hair. Would be wet.
But it could be dressed like sweaty, as in like you're
Nervous?
nervous.
No, that ain't that type of drench on.
All right, okay. Let's move on. I'm saying yikers. Here we go. And the last one here. The phrase is, the term rather, is cold lamping. Cold lamping. Here are your choices. A. No heat in the house, so you're using the oven. B. Light bulb went out and no extra light bulbs. C. A lamp that is antique. Or D. Lamp that just sits there and never is used.
I'm happy this actually to do with a lamp though.
It really
Because
does.
the other ones were.
Yeah.
Me too. I thought it meant like a limp dick,
It
right?
might not
Like
make-
a limp dick.
The
It
lamp,
says
the
lamp,
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 and
and
the
lamp.
lamp.
Lamp would be.
I thought.
That's urban though. That's an urban word.
Well, we didn't have no heat in the house in the hood.
We
You
use
just
the
open the oven, but it's called the bills is
That's the bills.
wasn't cold lamp.
Cold
I
lamp.
like these guys.
Oh.
man.
It's between.
We didn't get to pay the CPI bill. Just
Right.
So,
open that damn oven.
It's between. B
Mine
and D.
open right now.
I say D.
I
Y'all
think
say
it's
D.
D. I think it's D.
D?
D.
The D is a dog?
Yeah.
Okay.
These and dog. Ebony, what you gonna go with? So you gonna go with D? The lamp that just sits there and is never used.
Thank you.
Cold lamping. Cold lamping. Light bulbs went out, so they should light bulb. A is no heat in the house, so use an oven.
Right.
Cold lamping. I'm gonna go with C. A lamp that is antique.
Okay.
That's a cold ass lamping, boy.
Cool. So you said D is in dog? Cool, yes. So that too. So yeah, so the answer is D.
Yeah, there we
Lamp that just sits there is never used.
Ain't that what I said, right?
Numbers is back up.
Nah, you said E.
I said, come on. Shit, I did. Okay.
Well, you probably
It was
past
wrong.
10.
It was
Mike can talk zero. No,
For real. Nah,
Cool.
bullshit. That's every episode with me.
But listen, Ebony with two E's, before we let you go, can you please, well, I want to say that's kind of an unfair question, but
Wow, it's unfair.
usually we would ask what's the hottest podcast out there here. So we're just going to bypass that part.
Go
Just want to
ahead.
thank you
Go ahead and say
again.
what you asked, Ebony.
Oh yeah, before I let you go, I did want to give you the opportunity. We talked about this. You want to go ahead and plug your services that you have, ma'am.
So,
40 plus, not
not,
quite there
not,
yet.
not to cut you off, not to cut you off. You said where's the location again? Off of where? Left from 78 the highway. Okay.
No, that's
Keep going.
farmer's market.
That's not a highway.
That's not a highway.
I'm glad you realized that.
It's
Thank you so much for that.
because then that would
I
have been 10
appreciate
highways.
And I stay off. I stay off.
Yeah, that's what
So y'all gonna rain on every parade. That's a highway, bro.
Say your name one more time.
My name is
Now go
Mr.
ahead.
Live at 5.
5 at 5. Keeps it real.
You can just call me.
Now go ahead. I know we jumped into you. So you got the you said 40 and over. It said the FM 78, the Daiquiri Lounge. What day, what time, and what else you got going on?
Who the hell is representing?
If anybody's wearing yellow, they're probably gonna have a little. I'm a clown. I might just go to the clown of the yellow
It
wearers.
was just coming all white.
Why would you wear the yellow? Hey, man.
But no, No, I'm playing. That's a dope deal,
Some
though.
people might wear yellow for.
I mean, a lot of people don't.
complicated.
A lot of people don't give a damn. If you come to an event like this,
I know.
The minute a couple sees yellow, it's over. You leave.
Like,
Oh, you wearing yellow?
I got red on. You got yellow.
Yellow. No good.
But it depends. No, not all the time. Cause let's say it's like two people that like each other, but they don't know if they want to explore that. So it's kind of complicated.
Go ahead. After you finish, I want to go ahead and finish real quick. That's what's up.
But yellow represents entanglement too, right?
So you an entanglement? So
You said yellow represents entanglement, correct?
And confidence.
But you said yellow represents entanglement.
Okay, I hear you. Bro. What's the man?
All right. And then there, you want to go ahead and explain your link, blackromanceboutique.com?
That freaky shit.
You say rose?
What's BDS?
But
The bondage.
So you get tied to the wall. And...
Ebony, are you
Oh, that's your freaky fish stuff.
entertaining some freaky indulgement
50
right now?
Shades
Is
and all
what
that.
going on? 50 Shades of Grey, 50 Shades of Black people?
The what concert? Oh, wow. Jagged.
Oh, I'll be there too, Miss Ebony. We both gonna be
Rugged.
there.
Rugged edge.
Y'all
I'll
hard.
be there.
Oh,
Boy,
yeah.
y'all hard, boy.
I'll be there.
That is dull now.
Y'all hard, boy.
It's pretty dull. That ain't really
Right.
Anyway,
Yeah.
before, again, thank you so much for joining us, Ebony. Hope you enjoy the rest of your night, all right?
And keep pushing Black excellence for sure.
Cool, peace. You as well.
Damn.
I hang up. She's still on. Damn, I bet. Bye, Ebony. Thanks.
Oh, she's still on? All right.
All right. Damn, boy, bye, dude. Damn, teamwork. Damn, I where the teamwork?
I thought she cut off.
You're trying to start it and take
I
it.
did.
Good. All right, cool. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get on into it.
So how we gonna do this? How we start?
So it has a theme song. It's a theme song.
I guess I know.
Oh, they really doing it. So we just kind of,
No, we can have a conversation. It's
no,
just
no,
on
we're
there.
part of that. I respect it.
We can start with your topic first with the family.
This is their intro?
So I guess I do me, and then you where you at, and then you first topic. Then after that is your topic. And
Do y'all usually play the whole song?
yeah, it's not that long. It's only like a minute.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
so we're
So they do our intro. So we're gonna start with the family.
This is original?
Somebody made it.
Man, but y'all, that's y'all, that was you talking?
No,
Oh no, it's a rapper on there. We got a rapper on there. It's Fever Too Ill.
Oh, she was. I know it's him. I can tell the way.
He's from San Antonio.
That's
Yeah,
what's
we
up.
got him on the track.
That's good, dog. Networking, motherfucking popular, man. That's kid. That's my boy.
$10 off paradise on their dance. I don't know what that means by that.
I don't know.
Come on.
So much.
Oh, they get the whole thing. Oh, good.
And you said you got to you to where you at with if this might be talking.
Hmm.
When you say your name, you got to say you tune into where you at with.
Oh, yeah.
No, tell me what to say on this intro.
All right. That was y'all's theme song, y'all's opening song, Jammity Jam Jam.
Nice.
Appreciate it. That's dope. It kind of
Nice.
like, damn, you get one on this?
Oh, that was nice.
Damn, you got that. That's what's up. Yeah, so
I'll
that.
be singing all the time.
I'm not telling
Y'all got a lot-
you.
they got a lot of
I got a live rap. I'm saying, what you ask podcast? But yeah, go ahead and do your thing. I sent you the you sent the information. Go ahead and kind of control the room, and we kind of follow y'all's lead.
Yeah,
We are the standards. We are y'all guests now. For sure.
All right, what's going on, y'all? It's your boy T1.
It is your girl DJ BBD.
It's your boy D. aka Mr. Live at 5, and you're now tuned into Where You Ask Podcast, along with If This Mic Could Talk.
Appreciate that.
Out there.
So, to kick it off, man, we're gonna talk about a big thing. It's big and see, I ain't used to saying pause because I know what I mean.
Yeah,
I hear you.
But yeah,
It's a habit.
but we're talking about family, and I guess the specific part of it is the support part of family. Like, if you got a brand, you say we got our podcast, do our family share? Do our family tune in? Do they support you with your shirt? It don't matter what it is, really, but the lack of support of family, I would say. So I'm gonna speak for the Black community because I'm Black. I can't speak for no other community, but I was just wondering, why is that so in our community?
Shit. Are we allowed to talk?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good question. Let me set my seat real quick. Let me turn my fan on now. No, that's a good question, brother. So as far as what you're getting to is basically you can be doing something positive or do whatever you're doing in life. You don't have as a culture, we don't never get that family support, homeboy support, whatever. Family will go out and support. The dude don't go on to sell lemonade before they even say something about the podcast or something like that. I'll be honest with you. For me, my honest question, my honest opinion, my honest answer, I would say, man, just for generations of time, and the as a culture, whether we want to believe it or not, a man up to a woman up to it, but we have a lot of hatred towards one another for no apparent reason. I
think it's a reason though.
It might be a reason. It might, but from what I see, especially like in Streetwise, let me put the Streetwise. From what I see, like Streetwise, right? I can walk past you and just from you being such and such uncle had problems with my uncle from back in the day. I don't like you. Now you're a whole ass nigga. Now I don't want to. You know what I'm saying? And when it comes to support, when it comes to family support, it's because guess what? You got to realize, like our generation, we're probably, which out of our families, and I'm talking about all of us, probably the first ones to start a podcast on family, right?
Yeah.
So growing up, parents, like we had our moms on the show 2 episodes ago. Growing up in that era, a podcast is unheard of. They're not optimistic. That group, that era is not optimistic. Our grandparents, our moms, they won't receive our blessing if we try to do something like that. They receive our blessing if we go work for somebody and try to go get a 401k and slave. You see what I'm saying? Right. So I just think it's maybe the generational times, something like that.
I think it's more because podcasts, you got to allow yourself to be kind of vulnerable. And back in the day, everything was kept in house. I think it's still supposed to be that way when families is having issues and stuff like that. You're not supposed to go to social media and do this and that. And I can say I'm guilty because I love my family so much where I have to say something to somebody. Like my wife probably like, so I gotta let everybody look, man, boom, 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 boom. But I'm not. My family already know I'm not scared to say it to them. Like, hey, look, why y'all going and buying this? And y'all know I have shirts, like
for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Like you could be a millionaire just within your family.
The cold part is you can be a millionaire and your family want to congratulate you. They congratulate another millionaire. You know he got rich off of damn.
Well, they want to congratulate you until you're a millionaire.
Facts.
I want to make sure I understand your question exactly before I answer. Can you say it one time the way you were?
So family, the support aspect of family. Like why isn't it big? Like you don't see a lot of families, not saying that it's not, but you don't see a lot of families rallying around like you said, we probably the first ones in our family that did a podcast. Mm-hmm. So you would think, okay, well he's doing something positive. Let's rally around him because somebody out the family got to make it.
You know, honestly, I have this mind frame I have sometimes. Like when a person's not being themselves or they're not comfortable with themselves, it makes them uncomfortable when other people around them are. Being themselves or making their dreams come true. So I think a lot of times in families, particularly, like you said, like first people in our family doing podcasts. That same thing happens with college as well. Yeah. Sometimes you might be the first person in your family to go to college or first person in your family to be in the military and be successful or have money. And they look at themselves, I'm 45 and you 25 and you know what I'm saying, you got this, and this, and I still don't have my own house. I still don't have my own car. So they start feeling, like kind of envious or jealous, or you know what I'm saying, like it's a competition. They start trying to compare or find some way to, badmouth you or degrade you in a sense. And I think that's probably why it's not like that. I know for me personally, I have family members like, I do this all the time, you know what I'm saying? Some of them probably watching right now, but I have family members all the time that I'd be like, like, it's crazy, you know what I'm saying? My family's huge. And I may have, between 3 and 5 who watch or listen to the podcast on a consistent basis. I'm at a point now where it doesn't really bother me no more because I feel like I don't need validation from anybody.
Right.
But it still sucks when you do 153, episodes of anything and people don't support it. It's kind of like a slap in your face.
Right. Because ultimately you represent your family. Right. You got your last name. That's so-and-so's boy. Right. He's doing X, Y, and Z. Like,
especially when you're one of the main ones that whatever they got going on, you one of the first people there to back them up.
Yeah,
first in line. You know what I'm saying? First in line.
We big on that's why like on the show. We do a lot of just damn near free promotion. You know what I'm saying? And it's black owned businesses.
Right.
Like my thing is. Once somebody make it, I'm not saying we made it or whatever, but we do have our own platforms. Just like you guys got your platform, say what the hell you want to say, when you want to say it. Can't nobody tell you what to do.
Right.
I think it's only right that when you see the other people in our race trying to do something positive, guess what? We got a platform to give them that glory. Hey, y'all, go shop with such and such.
Yeah.
They did the boutique. No, the boutique. No one would have known about it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, and I made a post about this too, though, about that. Like people will your family congratulate you if you graduate college, but you got $100,000 in debt. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A lot of people, congratulate you.
Congratulations.
Exactly. Oh, you got a piece of paper? Yeah, congratulations. Well, now what you gonna do? Well, first of all, I'm in debt $100,000, so I'm gonna work my ass off to get out of debt instead of the same people that had the energy. Now you say, hey, I'm gonna start a podcast or I'm gonna go start my own business. Well, you sure? Then the questions come in. I don't know. With that question, when it comes to family and friends, I don't know if it's envy or is it just you're stepping into a realm that's new to them.
I think it's exactly what
John said.
I think it's exactly what he said. Okay. Because when I first started my Live at 5, I was working in a warehouse and this dude was like, oh, say you got your own, because I would do reaction videos sometimes. So
what's that?
Like I watch a music video and I react to it.
Oh, okay.
Like a blooper.
That's a big deal.
Yeah. So this dude was like, oh, so you do that on YouTube? I was like, yeah. And he was like, well, what is it called? I was like, it's called Live at 5 Studios. I was like, yeah. I wore my shirt one day. I've been working at this warehouse for 2 weeks. The dude bought 2 shirts.
See?
Right there. And I'm like, okay, I've been doing this. No, it ain't my mama because my mama support me. But outside of that, it's like I got a couple cousins. Like he said, you got 3 to 5 family members that actually, ride with you. But other than that, like if you got a huge family, like if everybody support everybody, there's no reason why your family is not. They don't have this. They not like the Rockefellers or those kind of families that keep it in house. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. They look out for each other because they know if you making it, I'm making it. Who? It don't matter. They supported us.
I know.
They supported us.
They all work in bets. So.
Real, she did that shit.
Bets.
But for us, I think we're trying to break that generational curse. It's just a generational curse at the end of the day. You know what I mean? So, like for me, I got my kids that I ain't gonna say work for me. They work for themselves because it's a family business. But that's how other cultures got their kids.
Right.
And for us, for some reason, it was. When you graduate high school, get a job. Go this, but you ain't telling us nothing about life, how to navigate. So when you do step out on a realm and try to do something different, and it's foreign to somebody else, they always gonna judge you or have something to say. But guess what? They were scared to do it. So
I want to read these comments right quick if I could. Some of these mic talkers, they put I think a lot of times when you sleep or you step outside the box, certain things are looked at as a hobby, or they say you should get a 9-to-5 steady paycheck, as they say.
For sure.
Another person said exactly. I don't get the support with my shirts either, but I keep doing what I do. And my family be the first one there wanting a free order.
Yeah.
And see, the crazy thing is, I don't mind. Look, I'm all about if you want a shirt so you can wear it and people can see it. Okay, cool. That's free promotion. Yeah. Everybody can inquire. My wife will wear my Live at 5 mask to work, and people like, hey, what's that?
Yeah.
And then they say, oh, that's my husband's name. I don't mind that. But if you trying to, hey man, let me get about 5. You know how much it takes to buy this stuff?
Now they don't care. They don't care.
Golly.
They don't care, man.
They don't care at all.
I'm gonna read a comment for some people tuning in. Bender said family definition has been watered down for years. Then he said, "Speak on it, preacher. If they can't handle it, then leave the church." Which I would speak on that because that's one of the main reasons I grew up in like a strict Christian household, so I know that's why my mom is not sharing my stuff, which I don't mind. She'll share the positive stuff, like I would do a photo shoot for my DJ stuff. She'll share that.
She ain't sharing the sex podcast.
She ain't sharing no club flyer.
You feel in the name of.
She's not sharing my 3 stuff, my sex podcast. She's not sharing none of that other stuff, but she will support me like here and there. But like I said, I grew up in a strict Christian household, so they're not sharing that. My older sister, younger sister are lawyers, so they're definitely not sharing that because that might coincide with their little business aspect and stuff like that. So I don't mind, but if I give them a mask, they will wear a mask here and there and stuff like that. But Christians can't support DJing in clubs.
It don't take nothing to support one another. Like you said, matter of fact, the bro got the Crew Fresh clothing brand. Y'all see the clothing store right in the front?
Yeah.
We stay dip down the pair.
Who is it? What's his name?
Crew, my boy Creed right here. Creed owns.
See, I got a homeboy named Tony.
Tony Stacks.
Tony Stacks. See, that's my boy.
Tony Stacks.
That's what I'm talking
He's
about.
done all the artistry in it.
Yeah. So, okay.
But that's what it is, though. That's what happened.
I know it's Tony Stacks.
They were brothers who networked. It didn't.
Tony.
Shout
out to Tony, man. Tony was good. I grew up with Tony, man, in the sticks, man. Shout out to Tony.
You got to know homie. We'll network soon as on. But for sure, for that question, though, man, that's what it is in my opinion. That's what it is.
I find it real funny is, you mentioned the church and what Christians will and won't support, but they'll continue to support they won't shit. They won't wear a t-shirt to get a mask or even shit on their social media. You'll they'll be the first one at the strip club, or they'll be the first ones that's backing they pastor that's in the middle of a sex game.
I know a couple of cathedrals.
Hey,
I know, get rid of.
Exactly.
A couple of them, I can't even go to the service. I'm like, man, I can't get no.
Well, you got we all Christians, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. You know what I mean? We grew up. I grew up. My mom was here. We grew up. I'm talking about singing choir, half mandatory, usher, mandatory, Bible study, all that. We did all that. But then you find out as you get older, like, damn, y'all the most hypocritical individual it is. But we're not supposed to judge. So I observe it as a grown up, like,
but see,
you know what I'm saying?
That's also a lie too.
Okay.
You can't judge. I can't judge you if you're an alcoholic and I'm an alcoholic. I can't judge you.
Facts.
But if I don't drink and you drinking, I can tell you, hey, drinking is bad for you, and what you're doing is gonna lead you to a kidney failure and this excellent.
But that's not what you judge.
I wouldn't even judge. I think
that's not judging.
You giving some positive insights.
Yeah, that's not judging.
But that's what they consider. That's what they consider judging. That's what they consider judging. Yeah. When you critique somebody's way of living, they consider that.
That's why I go back to what I was saying earlier. When they're not comfortable with being who they are,
right?
They feel, why are you judging me?
Why are you judging me?
I just want a little Henny. You know what I'm saying? Right. It's gonna play. So. What's up, though?
Don't mind if I do, brother.
So, speaking of, since we were talking about churches and stuff like that, since we're gonna we might as well stay transition to that. Okay. I had made a post. Was it the other day or yesterday?
Last night? Was it last night?
No, I think it was yesterday.
The other day.
I think it was yesterday, and I was talking about tithing.
Oh, we're gonna skip.
You gonna
tithe because we already on the church subject.
It's fine. I got some problem. Hold on. First of all, you sent me that. Who had you had that? That was your mom.
That was his post.
Let me bring that up ASAP. Let me bring that up. Go ahead.
Oh my God. Lord, don't strike me down.
I want to read this. I want to read this post that was sent by BBD, and we had a conversation. So it says here. It says tithing is the biggest hustle in church. Who told you to tithe? Every Sunday? Manipulation of scripture to the ones that don't read.
Amen.
So go ahead, brother. Continue.
Lord, look, I'm just at the table, Lord.
Oh, yeah, you right.
Please don't.
Please.
I'm drinking.
Hey, okay.
Water.
Okay, so before I get into it, let me ask y'all, what do y'all think tithing is?
You're 10%.
10% of
That's
your,
what we taught in church, but I don't give tithing. My family, we grew up not giving tithes, but
y'all grew up not giving tithes?
Yeah, my grandfather didn't give tithes. We didn't give tithes.
I'm going to have gasoline draws on
it.
Okay, so she's not. They're not wrong.
Okay.
So, one person did that one time.
What do you mean? In your household?
No, I'm saying in the Bible, one person did
Oh,
that.
All the time.
10%, and that was from the spoils of war, and he tied to a king that looked over his people, his wives and stuff, as an appreciation. Hey man, thank you for looking after my family, my wife, my kids, the soldiers' wives and kids. Boom, 10%.
So are you saying it more like are you what's the word? Are you correlating the tithe with like a tip? Are you saying
it was kind of like an appreciation.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like I always say, I have no problem with donations, but when you try to use the name of God to say, if you don't tithe X, Y, and Z, you know what I'm saying? That's why I think that's the manipulation of the scripture.
I gotta actually look. If y'all know that it might talk, because I know y'all vibing with this. If y'all can give us the scripture,
Deuteronomy 14:20.
Hold on, brother.
Oh,
Deuteronomy.
We gotta get some sound effects on that. We're slacking. He's slacking.
Deuteronomy.
We got the intro, y'all got the sound effects.
Oh,
We gotta get
right.
together.
Well, that works.
Go ahead, play.
All right. Do you know the scripture?
No, Deuteronomy.
So it's Deuteronomy chapter 14, and I believe it starts at 22 to like verse 27. That is the blueprint of tithing and offering.
We have a mic talking that says, well, one, it's not every Sunday.
True.
It's as you get income and you give 10%.
Right.
But tithing isn't is a mic talking.
Okay.
Somebody.
They don't name the name, they just say Mike.
That's cool.
But it says, but tithing isn't always money.
Yep.
There are churches that misinterpret and mess it up. Ultimately, you have to know the word.
That's all I'm saying.
Another mic talk says, actually, in the Bible, there are stories where the people literally gave 10% of everything they had burnt offering. Yeah. Your tithes are between you and God. No one can tell you what you need to give God.
Okay, so question to the mic talker.
Okay.
If God created everything, what is your money doing for him?
Okay, I feel like this is a war.
I'm
I feel like this is a war coming up. Go ahead.
Because when you involve God with money, and he's like, I don't need your money. Like you can tithe your time.
No, for sure.
That's what you said.
Yeah. So I agree with that part.
It's
It's just that somebody told us when you go to work, you take 10% out and you put it into church, and that's your due diligence.
Well, see, a lot of times what I've come to learn when I was growing up in the cathedral. What I'm saying, little small church by the Rock of Jericho is where I went. But anyway, but what I'm saying is what I learned in church is that a lot of times the tithe actually goes towards like the building fund, you know what I'm saying, making the church, you know what I'm saying, renovations or keeping up with the things in the church. That's where I grew to learn that it was going towards. Now I will say that there are some, mega preachers who are, flying private jets and yachts and, thoughts and bots.
Like someone posted that picture of what's his name, Bishop T.D. Jakes, that said, "Look what tithes can do."
Oh yeah, he was an old.
Yeah, but see, what I've also learned is, dude, like when you're a pastor over a big, those are called mega churches. He has thousands of people, and
that
so
he don't know.
But there is a board over that. There is a board of people, trustees over that building, and they do pay him. Yeah, and he's paid based on how many members he has in the church. I mean, he has thousands, you know what I'm saying, of members. I mean, it's one of the biggest churches in our country. So I think him, Joel Osteen, like mega churches, like, you know what I'm saying, like Joel
Osteen is Houston, right?
Yeah, he literally has the building that the Houston Rockets used to play in before they put the new arena. Like, he has an arena.
And he closed the building on the people with the
I remember that.
I know a whole different topic, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to be, you know what I'm saying?
Flood
the gates. Comment from one of our listeners. Ben said that, never pay a legal pimp to support his habits. Take food out my wife and children's mouth to support them.
So just by definition, the church are the people.
Okay.
The temple of God is you. So when we start incorporating just a building,
yes,
and they call it the temple of God, how many temples was it in the Bible?
Yes.
So now we got in my neighborhood where I grew up at, it was about 13 churches in that neighborhood. Now we all talking about the same thing.
But yeah.
Somebody had an agenda.
I get you. Yeah, for sure.
So I'm not saying You can tithe and you can offer. If you say, yeah, this is for the building fund, I want to do. But when you start making people feel guilty, that's when I think it's manipulation.
Yeah. And they did that all growing up. That's kid. That's why my mom today.
That's why we got mega churches.
Hey, give them $1. Give them $1 for what? I got 5 kids. $5 every Sunday. Add it up.
And another, before we get off of it, another quick history.
I'm like, I don't have to give what I want to do.
Yeah.
My mom be like, you give it today? No, I ain't got no cash.
For sure.
So another quick history lesson on tithing and stuff is they did it. They tithe and offered the best of the best. Like you take your best sheep, your best goat, your best whatever, and you offer it.
Right.
But if we are not under the law of Moses, you don't have to do that anymore.
I hear you. Well, now, I will say this. I'm saying, listen. I say whatever your beliefs are, whatever your learnings and teachings you've gone through. I don't know.
Everything I'm saying is in the Bible.
No, look. One thing to that show. Like I said, I grew up in church. I haven't been in a church temple or a building, and I don't want to say a year. For a while. Yeah, since this year, I haven't been in a church, in a building. It's all because I have a personal relationship with God. It really is in the ghetto. Trinity Baptist Church. Martin Luther King.
Oh, yeah, you understand?
Yeah, it's 6. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I haven't been. It's not because I have a discernment or I disagree with the word or I'm mad. No, I just feel like me personally, I've been through a lot of stuff in life that I have a understanding in my temple with the man upstairs. So I feel like I don't need to come sit down with all you people. We can't hold hands and pray. That's good. When there's more than one, the Lord is amongst us.
So guess who the temple is now? You.
Of course. I'm the temple.
Who would get the 10%?
Yes. Well, but shit. Let's go. Come on, brother.
Mike said it.
Who?
Mike said it. I got it. If you don't work, leave.
Yeah, for sure.
If you a pastor, that's your calling. That's your calling. So you're supposed to be on no payroll. Ain't no none of the 12 disciples or none of that was on no payroll.
I agree.
Christ is the ultimate man, and he was a carpenter.
I agree with you 100%. I promise you I do. That's something. That's a lot of things that's a topic that a lot of people shy away from. On top of my Lord. Well, if you got to understand, like I got to understand the Lord. He ain't tripping. What are you talking about?
Yeah. You reading your word, you shouldn't shine.
Now,
this is the claim. This is my personal belief. My personal belief. My fellow pastors, they have to their own opinion. So don't try to loop us. If you want to smoke, just inbox me.
DEELIDE.
And I promise you, got all the time in the world for it.
And he's taking
the smoke now.
Travis will put you in a full Nelson.
Oh, he said he went to military.
But you talking about bringing the smoke.
He do MMA too.
Oh, about bringing the smoke.
Okay, this is a funny thing. So my before we get to this next topic, my co-host, we had this discussion about smoking. And I said that I never smoke, I don't drink, but I used to skip high school smokers.
Have you ever drank?
One time.
Oh wow.
But that's why I don't drink.
You
That's
don't
what
have
happened. One time. That's all it took.
She went to a Cosby party.
It wasn't a Cosby party. It was a baby shower. It was a baby shower at that. But no, we were talking about how I used to skip my senior year some of the classes to go hang out with some weed smokers, even though I never smoked, and that's how I know how to roll it, even though I'm smoking. So they tried to get me to smoke one time. For the one
she said
time.
she's had contact.
Did you
I've had a
indulge?
contact high before, and that
I
did
have
mess
too.
me up.
Before I really indulged in middle school, yeah,
It's not the same.
it's not the same.
But it messed me up though. One time,
did.
I was in the car with a homie. We was on the way to the bar to do some interviews, and all I know that whole night I was saying, "This is you three, and you tune in to DJ Blue Diamond."
Oh,
I was like,
that's you something gangster when you
that
got
contact high was just
the
like,
contact
wait.
takes a gangster.
I was like,
For real.
I was messing up that whole night.
But D Jones the same way though.
I
really just got him drinking when he started doing something.
My first drink was at 30 years old. I've never been drunk to this day.
For real?
What? Yeah.
See, my first drink, I didn't know it was a drink.
My first alcohol period was at 30 years old. I've never.
See, my first drink, I didn't know it was a drink. I was in a baby shower, and you know, baby showers, they had the little
punch.
It don't taste like alcohol. I was just throwing it back, and I got drunk. And
I
that
like
night,
wine.
I was just
I
just started getting into the wine. In my 20s, I was a pirate, so I drank a lot.
I just got into the wine too on the show.
I guess for me, I just feel like my own personal opinion. I don't have to, get drunk to indulge. You know what I'm saying? I can have something that I like that's good and just sip. You know what I'm saying? Enjoy it. I don't have to be like, oh, let's get effed up tonight. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to do that.
Let's get effed up.
I got like that one time.
Nah, stop
Like,
playing.
no,
You was in the military,
But
right?
it's different.
Nah,
Y'all
but-
can't get effed up no more. Y'all got kids.
Nah, but this is when I was
That's more of a reason.
early married. Though. This is when I was early married, and like we were living overseas, and it was a homeboy's birthday, so we went to Amsterdam. Well, that was the first and only time where I got plastered to the point where how you see in the movies or something like that.
The world spinning.
Like the world spinning.
Them throwing up and
Throwing up in the middle of the street. Like it was stuff like that. Like, I felt really, really like I felt low.
yeah.
And you got that like that one time?
One time.
I got like
That's
that.
it. I felt low my whole life.
I got good behind whooping.
I was like that every Friday.
I've been low my whole life, bro.
You know what? You be over the toilet. God, I won't do it again.
Yeah,
Next
so
Friday, be like, hey man, you going?
And that's crazy though, because you was in the military, and for you to do that, then you had to have that strong willpower. That's all they did in the military.
But that's the thing. Like when I made that trip, my wife was in the military.
Okay.
At the time, this was 2009, 2010 time frame.
Okay.
And so I'm a civilian over there. So it, life overseas, like whether it was military or civilian life, I mean, I wouldn't trade it for nothing. That was an experience I would never trade it.
Yeah, hell yeah, for sure. You seen stuff that people could fathom to see. So
I do want to go to Amsterdam though.
yeah, there's a whole lot of places I want to go to.
Shout out to Puerto Rico. I've been to Puerto Rico. That was crazy.
But yeah, I mean, with the smoke, so and
Freaking mind. Here we go.
What we say is take the condom off.
That's what we say, because
Oh, yeah.
his face is gonna tell you everything he wants to say.
All right.
first.
okay, so on the topic of smoking, right? We all know what's going on with Sha'Carri Richardson.
Oh, we don't put into that now. Good, great. Yeah.
We
You got wait a minute. Time out. So they sent you some boom, and they doing the thing, and they transition as they go.
Yeah, I was saying earlier that day.
Y'all doing a smooth transition on our topic. Wow. Go ahead. Shit.
It's what's been like about a week since all that started to, and I really like how the entire sports community, not even just sports, but most people in the world even Nike stayed with it, because
She lucky for them, but
exactly, because Nike is known for
dropping them
for bad publicity. Like they known for that. So the fact that they, decided to lift her up and stand behind. Well, I mean, what the headquarters in Nike is where? Oregon. Yeah, like
Oregon legalized marijuana.
exactly. So,
That's what I'm saying.
and that's where it happened at.
After the contract.
Yeah, no,
So that's where she was. So it wasn't like she was breaking the law at all. She was just going, I guess, against the rules of the
Going through it, she lost her mind.
Yeah.
See, well, so
But we're not gonna blame that.
So,
I'm not gonna say that's the reason why.
But she didn't get in trouble for smoking per se. It's the Olympics go
It's
by
the
the amount that you have in you and the time. Like
Yeah.
11:59 before the
Yeah.
competition and everything.
Listen.
You can't.
it's bylaws, honey. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, like, if you want to participate in this entity called the Olympics, the rules and regulations. The rules and regulations read: do not participate in marijuana. You did, you puffed and passed, and now you gotta sit. And I started today a few hours before we started going live. At first, they said she wasn't gonna be able to run the 100, but she can run the relay. Today she can't run the relay.
But that's the thing. It wasn't the United States Track and Field Association that made that ruling. It was Team USA that
cut on the 4x1.
That cut.
Oh,
I agree though.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like it was, and I get it.
I agree.
Y'all agree?
Yeah.
We did the best chance to win, bro.
I
It's
agree.
United States of America.
Well, here's the thing, right? So if I'm over Team USA and I'm putting together a team of track runners, I've been one, right?
You got to set a precedent.
And and I'm trying to create an example, or I want that emblem to read excellence. And you have created bad publicity for your country, yourself, and everybody involved with in between. And now I can still bring you along and let you run the relay. Now that doesn't set the standard I'm trying to create.
Yeah,
she needs to set out.
So tell me this. Did she F up to the point where y'all believe that she should not be able to even entertain the Olympics?
Well, yes.
It comes by 4 years.
Yeah,
4 years.
Yeah, I do, because she said it herself. I hold myself accountable.
Yeah.
Even
She
they
knows
stopped
accountable.
in the airport. She said, "I knew I did wrong what I was doing. I shouldn't have did it."
Yeah, and that's
if she can.
I want her to run against Fraser. I ain't gonna lie. Why I'm messed up about it? I want her to run against Fraser.
Sure, so I'm telling you right now. She might have lost to Fraser though.
I ain't
Think
gonna
so?
lie. I don't know. I don't know, dog.
Fraser,
Yeah,
like
Fraser-
Usain Bolt.
No, Fraser's been around for a long
In
time.
100?
She like a Gatlin.
Well, Sha'Carri got
She's like Gatlin.
2/100 of a second
Less.
faster than
I thought she was running
Fraser.
wonder.
I'm sorry, maybe under either way.
Like two. Yeah.
that- certain runners will literally just do what they got to do to get there, and they let you know what it is in the finals.
That's the Jamaican.
That's what Usain Bolt did his whole career.
But guess what?
You might get second or
but
third.
but that's the thing though. Sha'Carri is that same way. You think
Sha'Carri,
that, like you think that that girl was jogging. You think that girl was giving her
Facts.
full.
She can't
The
last.
cold part about this, though. The cold part about this is
I don't think she was
this
jogging.
is the cold part. We will never know, because I can damn near guarantee you, Fraser Price will not be in the Olympics next year. Next 4 years. She's been doing it since I was incarcerated. She did got there twice.
She's done it already like 3 past 3 Olympics. That's 12 years.
Yeah.
And the thing is, like I was saying last episode, we talked about it. There's no guarantee that Sha'Carri makes the next Olympics. It's every 4 years. She could have a baby.
It's not.
She could get
Damn.
injured.
Allison Felix had a baby too.
Yeah, but even with Allison Felix barely made it to the Olympics in her 400.
She wasn't.
She wasn't like what we know of her to be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
Like
she's older as well.
but I'm sure she'll be older.
Yeah, but Sha'Carri be 24.
Yeah, but she's
23,
25.
24,
But
25.
the thing is, like I said, injury. You know what I'm saying? Like this.
That's a lot of things that
That can happen. Like
I guarantee you do not have a sponsor like Nike, and they have invested that sort of. It goes beyond money now.
Facts.
They have put their reputation on the line
Facts.
for this girl. You think they're not gonna have her
Taking care of her body.
Take care of her.
Yeah.
in every
Best
way, shape, or
trainer.
form?
But that could be a part of the contract too. When you say something like that, like you get a deal with Nike, everybody, oh, you got $50 million. Yeah, but that $50 million also say at 10 o'clock you got to be inside the house.
Yeah,
And
it's
you can't do it. You can't do this amount of activities because your legs. You can't. So there's a lot.
I'm rooting for the young lady. I just
I'm
know
rooting for.
that.
I'm rooting for. We all rooting for.
That's hometown.
It's also
Oh, yeah, you're so right.
it's also
Damn,
two.
they did it like that, man.
It's also two
She did it like
two African.
She did it like that.
It's two African women that got
Now that right there, that
too much testosterone.
No,
There's
too
natural-
much
there's
testosterone.
natural
The
testosterone.
They got kicked out,
Banned
and
by-
also the Olympics is banning the
It's natural.
That's
Right.
natural.
swimming caps for
It's
Afro
their
too.
natural testosterone.
Oh no.
Yeah.
So you said no.
Yeah.
So, but watch this. But they will let. Shout out to LGBTQB.
You guys say right.
LGBTQ.
I couldn't even say it. I'm gonna mess
IA
it up.
community.
On
Yeah,
purpose.
They will allow a man to wrestle a woman.
exactly. We talked about it on the podcast
Cool.
too, the last episode.
But you're telling me that a woman who is a woman, she has too many hormones in her body, and she didn't do nothing, and they got cancer. Because what I'm talking about is two of them. Well, I think we said last episode, and I couldn't. Damn, I should put it up. It's 5. No, they broke the records. 5 African American athletes that broke the records, the world records, in their respective events during the what was it, prelims or whatever they got, the tryouts.
Yeah.
They broke records in tryouts. And then turn around. Y'all said it's 2, right?
Yes.
But I've read. That's your card. Y'all say 2. I want to say about 6 African Americans who have been banned from the Olympics.
Well, I forgot who that. There was a retired basketball player. He made a statement saying that. I don't
Steven
know.
Jackson.
Steven Jackson. He
Yeah.
made the statement why we keep playing
Represent
for
the country
the
that
country that don't support us.
Well, I'll tell you what. I saw. I'm glad you said that because Gabby Douglas,
Yeah, I
you
was
know
about
her,
to say.
the Olympian, she said something earlier. Herself,
Yeah,
she said it really hurts to see so many black people choosing not to watch the Olympics this year. There are so many black athletes who have put years of hard work for this moment, including myself. We want your support. Additionally, I worry some of the anger and disdain may be misplaced. The Olympics and those of the IOC have nothing to do with current events taking place.
No, I read that too. Yeah.
What if the people that's trying to get in the Olympics, what if they took a DNA test, found out what country they was from, and then race for them?
Facts. There's a whole lot of loopholes you can say.
I don't think it's
Because isn't
necessary.
that what the basketball players do in the summertime?
J. Cole is playing
Paul
for.
Gasol and
Yeah, but
No, that's different though. That's their.
yeah, But the thing I'm so like Team USA, like T1 said, Team USA said Sha'Carri can't run.
Mhm.
The Olympics is a higher
Right.
calling than them. So if the Olympics, no matter what country you're in, says you can't run, you can't run.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Your ass is sitting down. You know what I'm saying? Period.
Yeah.
So that is what it is. Like, again, all this boils down to Sha'Carri made a decision that she knows was wrong.
Damn.
Owned up to it and took full accountability. So no, in my opinion, no one should really be mad.
I'm mad,
You know
bro.
what I'm saying? Like I said
that
last
would have
episode-
been history, man.
Like I said last episode, I'm mad at her team. Because I feel like we're the ones that say, look, we know you're going through something like that. We'll smoke one for you.
Oh, who gave it to
You know what
her?
I'm saying? Wait till the Olympics is over
She
with.
probably went to
Something.
the dispensary.
She might have, but
If she was smart, she would have got some Reggie. This has been out of the system.
this is when you realize.
Rappery. Get that rappery.
this is when you realize.
2 days.
And come back to Earth and realize she's 21.
What happened
And
was
it's funny.
No,
Yeah,
is she 21?
Yeah, she's like
21.
21.
She's a baby
she
girl.
was listening to Jonas Gas and
But
got
I-
hyped.
Yeah.
He was
But I-
like,
I'll say,
It is criteria.
I say, like to your point, I seen a meme yesterday. Somebody said, you know, like my drug dealers in my era would have been like, oh, nah, ain't you going to the Olympics?
Facts.
Right.
Facts. It's no
No.
more. It's no more.
Nah,
It's
no
no
more
more.
of that.
We are the
You know, you
OGs
see
now.
the stories that's about like, get off these streets, go in the house.
Yeah.
maybe
you
she
trying to
needs
make it.
someone next
Yeah.
to her too, not just to say no, don't smoke, but just to be there. Like you said, she
That
lost
what
her mom.
That's what he said about the team.
I mean, she had a whole family at the Olympics.
Yeah.
She had folks there.
Yeah, somebody should have been.
It's a lot of accountability that was
Yeah.
missed on this.
Yeah.
But we don't know how many, like
We
you
got-
said earlier with the support. We don't know how many family members really wasn't supporting
She
her.
probably
If
some
they
fuck
wasn't,
passive
you know.
with that.
I was just about to say it was a family member that gave.
Exactly.
Yeah, cousin.
Look, Kim Folk out there, Kim Folk. Take this shit.
Now, y'all here just doing that little Olympic stuff. We don't care.
Yeah.
You know, you never
They're
know.
going back to the city.
Yeah.
Like,
What's sad, the whole thing that's sad about it is we have been robbed of
We're not gonna be
watching
able to see
history.
that.
I think that's the part. That's the part that.
That's
Who robbed us?
Sha'Carri did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sha'Carri-
We're not placing blame
Yeah,
like
we're not
on
placing
no
blame.
one outside of her. It's just the fact that
We can't see her make
we
history.
ain't like
We're mad, we're
we
selfish.
have we had Marion Jones. Okay, cool.
Right.
But like this is the first
New
time.
way, yeah, the face.
This is about to be the face of women's track and field.
United States.
United States track and field.
And you know,
Period.
people who make
Since
comments they don't have
Flojo.
no business making makes the situation worse. Like the lady who said something about her hair and nails.
I'm gonna say this too.
I think ain't got nothing to do with
I
it.
mean,
That you-
once you put yourself on the stage, and anyway, I'm saying this. I will say this. I feel like sometimes when you have already done something that's creating headlines and negative lights, you got to learn when to sit down. You know what I'm saying? Like, just sit down for a while. Like, there's a phrase that says time heals. Like, if you just fade away, because you can't run now. You know what I'm saying? Just
Right.
wait until the World Championships next year, whatever it is. Come back strong and let us, really fall in love with you again. Like, every single day, you don't need to be doing interviews. Every single day, you don't need to be on MTMZ. You
I
don't need
ain't
to
gonna
be-
lie to you. If they ban, baby girl, do your thing. Tell your story.
How many times you gotta hear the same story?
But shit, as long as she getting paid, she ain't worried about us.
I want to read a comment someone posted. He said, "What are Nike's intentions though? In the end, is it for support or for sales?
Sales. It's a
Does
business.
Nike got their own strand of weed?
And I'm
We
gonna tell you
find out.
they
Let
might.
me find out.
I personally believe, and I hate
smoking
to,
on that
I hate to say this, but if she don't sit down, Nike gonna pull that contract.
I mean, she ain't did nothing wrong.
But,
That's
but again,
Yeah, but
the
she's
longer she's out in the public and everybody can see this and keep circulating the information, the more it's gonna. The people gonna start attacking Nike.
Mhm.
Why y'all still have her? Why y'all support her? They gonna be like,
Nah, here's the
what I'm
thing. No. Here's the thing. And this is why I say that that's not going to be the case. There's nobody that they would consider brought bad publicity to Nike, and they still shot the middle finger to everybody and said we doing what we want, as how they back Cap.
but didn't Cap have Nike first and then lost and they came back?
No, he never lost.
No, he never lost. That was when he was out the league. That boy still making
He
money.
still made money.
He's
off
still
Nike.
making money now.
Yeah, he's still making money.
Cap
Off
still
Nike.
got a
He got a big contract with Nike.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like Nike is. That's the one thing I can say. Yeah, it's about sales. Look
Sure,
after they dollar and everything
Cap
like
ain't
that.
making money right now.
But at the same time,
They looking at the future.
if they really didn't want nothing to do with them, they would have snapped.
Wiped their hands.
They would have wiped their hands with them.
And Reebok.
Easy.
I would say
I
this
think
too.
that's what-
I noticed. I read this story. And I think this is part of the reason why they ride with Kaepernick and now Sha'Carri Richardson. Beyonce.
Who?
Beyonce.
Yeah, Beyonce's with Adidas.
Right. So I read this.
Beyonce?
For real?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
She's
know that.
aligned with Adidas.
Yeah,
I
she
read.
had a line with Adidas.
I read this. It's named after the park from where she's from.
Adidas like one of the best ones.
That park wherever she's from. Is named after that.
Ivy
Anyway,
Park,
Ivy
yeah.
Park. Yeah. Anyway, I read this interview. She was saying how she had meetings with Nike. They called her in because they wanted to bring her in and give her an endorsement deal and create a line. She sat there for 2 hours and watched their whole presentation, whatever. And she asked them one question. She said, y'all know I'm black? And she said, they were like, yeah. And they said, well, I have an issue. There's nobody in here that looks like me.
Mhm.
She got up with her team and left. Went to Adidas. They had the same 2-hour meeting. And there was 3, 4, 5, 10 black people in the meeting. And she signed with them. And so I think after that mistake is the reason, in my opinion, why now they support these black artists or athletes, because they don't want that to be
I'll tell
associated
you
with
what,
them.
if you're a multi-billion-dollar company, you be an asinine fool not to back the African-American culture, because we spend the most money and we bring in the most money, revenue,
Hey, first of all, if
advertising.
Beyonce would have told my company, it ain't enough people in here that look like me. Oh, we can fix that.
No, I would have been like, in the back.
Yeah, but
You're now an
That's not the
associate.
thing.
that's why they have marketing teams. Like, you gotta know that before you even come in there. Like,
I think she probably knew it. She just,
that-
I think she
that-
probably wanted to
You
say
talking
that.
about Noah from
from the jump.
Nike
You gotta know.
perspective.
Like,
we got Beyonce. Please have some
Beyonce.
sisters.
She's a black woman.
Have an afro or something there.
Oh,
Y'all
we talking about. Go ahead.
Oh no.
No.
Well, I was at the same time. Some of these companies, maybe like Nike, may feel like whatever that they're doing is maybe good enough.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it might take somebody
Yeah.
of that level. Like if me and you walk into Nike and be like, man, ain't enough representation.
Yeah, they probably didn't get it.
But somebody that they trying to get on, like that they're trying to bring onto their team is like, there's not enough representation in here. And then they miss out on that, man,
I'm pretty
maybe
sure
we ain't doing
Cap probably
enough.
said
Yeah.
that.
You feel
I
what
can
I'm
imagine Cap saying that too.
Yeah.
Like, hey man, first of all, we're gonna do this contract. I need to see some people that look
I
like
know I'm
me.
light skinned and you said, but damn. I get a couple more.
At the end of the day, though,
Teach
man,
your shades
prayers
black.
to Sha'Carri Richardson, man.
For real.
Baby girl, you
You can
practice.
change your team.
You, for sure. Watch what's around you, but you work so hard, work your ass off. Don't let this happen again. Like you said, she's young.
Yeah.
At 21, I was in prison. That gives y'all a little bit of synopsis. You know what I'm saying? We all got a story. We all got a path. And I believe that's what Nike might be doing. As long as it's not too extremous. I mean, a robbery. You shoot somebody. You smoke weed domestically. You smoke weed, something you didn't know. You take accountability. Come on. Because guess what? At Nike, I know the owner, y'all fucked up many times. They still are fucking up the hierarchy. But, hey, I commend Nike for holding on, regardless what it is. Regardless of what happens, she's still able to provide for her family with the endorsement deal.
I had a point. I was going to make we're gonna let it ride. Next topic. Go ahead. Next topic.
Well, we're talking about these big businesses, but we're not talking about black businesses. We're gonna switch the subject to some black businesses.
Okay.
I sent you the post about Master P and Jay-Z.
Oh, okay.
Blasphemy. Go ahead.
He's a Jay-Z fan. He's definitely a Jay-Z fan.
I got him.
Okay.
Oh, oh,
I'm gonna read it to you guys.
He's definitely a
But,
Jay-Z
What
fan.
I meant,
oh.
You didn't see it? You didn't?
no, what I
I thought
meant,
I tagged you
I
in
can
it.
see it.
You about to see it. Y'all about to see it.
Yeah, right there. It says,
Oh, they can't see it.
it says right here.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
It
they
says,
go.
Master P is everything y'all think Jay-Z is. And the reason why, I'm gonna tell you why we say this. I'm gonna tell you why. Because you gotta realize Jay-Z did a lot, but
He ain't
Yeah,
impressed.
a lot. D-I-D.
no. Okay,
Oh,
Jay-Z
man.
did a lot and is still doing a lot, but Master P tended it first.
He ain't fucking with you. Goddamn.
Master P did it first.
He ain't messing with you.
First rapper in the NBA. First with a shoe deal. First record label.
Talk to me.
I can keep going on with all the business he did. One time Angel Mama did that racist thing. Master P was like, forget that. Buy our pancakes. Oh, they're not treating you right? Oh, we're going to start our own
Made
business.
a lot of young black people rich.
Gave a lot of people businesses. Snoop Dogg said he got a lot of businesses from Master P. Master P
ain't
gave
never
money.
heard nobody
Master P
saying
had his own tennis shoes.
You ain't never heard nobody say P drank them out some money.
You ain't never heard that. P got his son is online potato chips, which are fire, by the way.
Not just potato chips, the
Noodles.
ramen noodles.
Ramen noodles.
Which I never had.
Cereal.
We talked about that on
And
the
so
show.
is the NCAA approved, what you call it, I talked about last
Master
episode.
P.
He got his son one of
got
the
the
biggest endorsement deals.
$2 million.
For a tech
When,
company.
I'm
It's like a
telling
tech
you, when the
company.
pancake
It's like
company
$10
was going through the Angel Mama name, that's me like, we got our own pancakes.
Yeah.
Own serve.
Yeah,
Own
I only have one little statement to make really on this whole topic.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Here you go.
It's not really, it's not even necessarily about that.
Uh-oh.
So earlier, watch this little deep too. Watch this. Remember earlier in the show,
You know that bullshit.
This is the very first topic I spoke about was on family and support.
Mm-hmm.
And then
But that's all Master P is though. No limit is nothing but
can I-
family.
can I-
Oh, let him finish. Let him finish.
a bunch of comments in my sentence. Listen,
That
was a good one.
I gotta sit next to the dude every day. You hear me? I got it.
that's cool. But anyway, no, just I mean, as a black man, you know what I'm saying? Yes, I definitely see Master P did. I watched the documentaries. I mean, he's motivational for me, to be honest. But like when we're like now creating this narrative and trying to compare and like create this, you know what I'm saying, this unofficial versus between Master P and Jay-Z, like they're both very successful men. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
They're both very successful men. Why would we just celebrate the fact that we have two people from hoods who have become successful and they are pioneers to help younger generations, as opposed to saying Master P is everything that Jay-Z, you know what I'm saying, that y'all think Jay-Z is. Like I think that creates, in a different realm of conversation, just creates this weird like
a collide of the cultures.
This could have been like more of a street thing.
I think what they were saying is that Master P don't get as much credit as Jay-Z does.
Yeah.
That's basically what they were trying to say without saying
And
it.
he don't.
Because
where's Master P not get credit?
So tell me this.
Jay-Z is
what
more
else-
nationwide than Master P.
D. Jones.
Go ahead.
As a whole. Let's leave out music. Man. You see, but what's
Who's Jay-Z married to? Who's Jay-Z married to?
That has nothing to do with
I mean, who's he married to?
That's why people know him, though.
But
That's
I'm
what
saying, his Jay-Z's lifestyle like brings in more, you know what I'm saying, attention than Master P's would.
Who cares about attention when you're
and-
setting up people for the rest of
All
life?
right, cool.
He set his kids up for the rest of his life. His
So did
kids'
Jay-Z.
kids.
Nah, Jay-Z.
Well,
kids-
That's what I'm saying. So
No, they said my thing is, what you're saying is 100% correct. But for topic's sake, though, Master P is
He
that
said it
guy.
more than just his kids, though.
Master P is that guy that a lot of people, like you say, don't get respect. I don't think he's looking for it because clearly the
I think he's
man
still doing what
he's been doing his own way.
Yeah, he is.
The man was in the NBA, bro.
Yeah, how do you?
And he was hooping.
Oh,
He was hooping.
Yeah,
but he was
You
ahead
never
of boy.
appreciate- Hey,
So,
it
He's
ain't a
set
lot
for
of-
Dancing with the Stars, though.
it ain't a lot of people that make it to preseason.
this man is the epitome of, in my opinion, black excellence, hands down. Because guess what? I have 5 kids. I fathered by myself. This man has a big family. Everyone in his family has a business, jobs.
Shoot the
He's-
club up.
And the thing about it, that I respect though, Jay-Z does the same thing, right? He opened doors for African American men to make way for their own families. This man needs to be goddamn. He needs to have his. Do we got a print on the Walk of Fame?
Who?
Master B.
Nah,
Hollywood
He
Square.
deserve that. Yeah, Hollywood. He need one.
he
Deserve
did
that.
one for sure.
But I mean, when you sit down and look at this man accolades and list, I'm pretty sure you probably know
Because
most
Jay-Z
of them.
had the
But
help
you'll be
of
like,
Damon
damn.
Dash, right?
But
They were
Damon
partying
Dash
together.
disappointed.
They were partying
Yeah.
together.
But
See,
then
Master P
Dame.
ain't had no-
Dame broke off because he said Jay-Z was greedy or whatever. Jay-Z is a businessman. I fuck with Jay-Z. But Master P, after
And you got to think of it too, right? Or just on
the biggest record, the big independent record
movies.
movies. And then he signed the Foolish.
Foolish was
I
probably
forgot
the biggest independent movie.
I forgot about
You talking
that.
about Master P?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Master
Oh,
P,
yeah.
Eddie Griffin, and
Hot
all that.
Boys, what was the other one?
Then I got the hookup.
I got the hookup. All now, if you look, I forgot about that. I got the hookup. But if you look at all of the,
Oh, my boy, look at that.
if you look at all of the hood flicks,
Yeah.
Is it my turn?
that wave,
What you say?
because Rockefeller did it.
Boo. That was
I'm saying Rockefeller did it. Cash Money did it. You feel what I'm saying? Like
Master P was the blueprint.
he was a
Master P was the blueprint to all of that. So everything that we see as far as like the hood, Snoop had a couple of them. Everything that
Guess who
Snoop
Snoop
was
Snoop
signed
signed with?
But you also
Master
got,
P.
but you also got to
and
remember
he got
too
the
that,
game.
And got paid. Matter of fact, Snoop Dogg actually said, I was with Death Row. Yeah, he was with Death Row.
Yeah.
He was like, I didn't start seeing, he's like, I didn't see no money in my
Went to
life
No Limit.
until I went to No Limit. He said, when I said on P.
That's amazing. Wow. Listen,
That was almost a no limit.
But,
Here's the
You
thing,
think that was almost a no limit.
I believe it.
But he
Where the money
you also got
is.
to think about this too. Like, sometimes like when you're the first to do something, you know what I'm saying? Like, unfortunately, you don't get, what you should receive. It's the person who does it after you. The person after them. The person who does it after them. I'm saying, like, perfect. T-Pain. You know what I'm saying? Auto-tune King. Now everybody, everybody getting all the kind of
Lil Wayne.
accolades and love. Like, everybody doing all that, you know what I'm saying? Straight up, after the show, I got you. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody, you know what I'm saying? Like, doing it now, and everybody getting all that love. But, like, when he did it first, he got no love. Master P did all that stuff that all these other people he did it first. You know what I'm saying? But he was the first one to do it. It's in a different time. You know what I'm saying? Now it's like, okay, well, that's the first one to do. That's the blueprint. Now we're going to follow your blueprint, and then they just happen to get more success or more, I guess, notoriety. It's not a bad thing, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like it is. You know what I'm saying? And I honestly think, too, I don't think Master P cares about, quote unquote, being in the limelight like Jay-Z does.
Hell no.
So that also,
look at the partnerships look at the partnerships that he has. He has done over the, that he's made over the years.
Master P?
Jay. The people that he's aligned himself with.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, you're not able to make a move like having, like being the president of a record label if you don't have Lyor Cohen. You don't make the type of moves you make, like getting like a 4 to 5% ownership in the NBA franchise.
Right.
Without doing so. And
Def Jam South, I think he did.
All of that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's certain moves that he was making for certain reasons.
Yeah.
Because his mindset was on a totally different situation.
A whole nother frequency. But I will say this. Both of them are very successful black entrepreneurs. Y'all better stop playing with black entrepreneurs out here.
Exactly.
Hey, real fast, so before I usually ask people who are into music this question. Don't say anything. Just curious. I'm not going to say who's the best rapper ever because everybody has their own opinion. I'm just going to give you 2 rappers, and I want y'all to give me.
No, don't give them 2 rappers.
Why?
Let them, just give them a blank canvas.
No, I mean, fine. Before I'm gonna ask you a question.
Canvas.
Just real quick, who's the greatest rapper of all time?
In your opinion, it got to be
the greatest rapper of all time.
In your opinion,
dead or alive?
In my opinion, I'm gonna always go with Chameleon.
Next.
Wow, that's good.
Chameleon.
I'm gonna ride with Chameleon. If you want to ask me,
trust me.
who's your Hey, look, I would never go against Texas. Never.
I respect that.
I would never go against Texas.
100%.
Oh man,
Hey.
I'm stuck between 2.
Chameleon
It's between
Silicon Valley. Chameleon and Silicon
it's
Valley.
between Tupac and UGK as a whole. So it's between those. Texas till I die too.
Big.
Big.
Okay. So now,
Biggie over Tupac.
So they
I'm about to hit you, but watch your right
reason too.
Tupac ain't got lyrics.
None of y'all.
Biggie ain't got lyrics like Tupac.
Say what?
That's another job. Sorry, damn.
Do that real quick. She made that comment.
Listen, anyway,
You can't
want some
talk
water?
to DJ,
Hey, look, these are
making that comment.
okay, they DJ Baby Blue Diamond. All right, go. Listen, no, I'm gonna give y'all 2 rappers now because y'all said the ones that we say. So I'm gonna say these 2 rappers. I want y'all to just tell us. Y'all
Say Future is over.
I'm gonna tell y'all.
Stop it.
I'm gonna tell y'all think is out of these 2, who's the better rapper? Jay-Z, Lil Wayne.
Who's the better rapper?
Yeah.
I personally.
Old Jay-Z, Lil Wayne, or new Jay-Z, Lil Wayne? That's 2 different eras.
Jay-Z, Lil Wayne. Jay-Z.
Nope.
Just Jay-Z as a whole? Jay-Z and Lil Wayne as a whole, right?
As a whole. Because guess what?
Me personally,
It's 2 different eras.
me
Lil Wayne.
personally,
And Jay-Z too.
nothing against.
Cause Jay-Z now starting that elementary rap that he not used to.
That's. I need another again. He's doing elementary rap now. Are y'all here 440? Go ahead. Who's better rapper?
That's just it, new era.
My personal opinion.
Your personal opinion.
No, go ahead.
My personal opinion, I'm going with Wayne.
Okay. DJ Baby Blue in the building. I gotta do it like a real spokesperson. DJ, give us
Blue Diamond.
in the building.
If you trying to do lyrics for lyrics, bar for bar,
Let's go.
Wayne was known for he had a little hit, street hits, but he's really known for his club hits compared to Jay-Z.
Let's talk.
He going bar for bar, if not just hits, because they both had hits. Bar for bar,
Talk to me.
Jay-Z.
Okay.
Overall.
See, when you are the tiebreaker here. Jay-Z, Lil Wayne, greatest of all time. Think about just the catalog of work.
Don't think about the conversation about Master P and them.
No.
Them
I
they
can
hustlers.
off the street.
I can switch.
Lil Wayne don't even go up there with them.
No.
He's a hustler. He's a real hustler. Lil Wayne wasn't.
He was under the hustle.
Yeah, that was saying these were.
Jay.
Oh wow. Okay, that's what's up.
It's who?
Well, you already said. Let's go ahead and continue. Next topic.
Yeah.
So y'all going off. We're going off of lyrics, right?
I'm Lil Wayne out there. My favorite of all time, Andre 3000.
Okay.
Lil Wayne's the greatest of all
Favorite
time.
Lil Wayne verse. Go ahead, spit it.
Shit, I mean, how many? What you?
You said just one.
I'm sleeping in the Hamptons. What the fuck is a hammock? The chef is in the kitchen. Like, what the fuck is a sandwich? You see what I'm talking about?
Okay.
You tell man, what?
I
You
used to
better
test
stop
people
playing.
sometimes.
I don't-
you know?
In my,
I'm
I
sleeping
don't,
in the Hamptons. What the F is a hammock?
I don't.
Exactly.
Continue.
What's a hammock?
That little thing you rocking the hair?
Okay. Have we been in one on the island?
You been in one in San Antonio?
He said his chef is in the kitchen.
What is a sandwich?
Like, what the fuck is a sandwich? You tell your chef, have I been a sandwich? What the
Hey,
fuck
look.
is a sandwich? Boy, go ahead. man.
I
That's
rock
when
with.
he said Jay-Z.
Sound like Clyde.
I've been listening. I listen to Jay-Z, but I'm not like I say, I'm South. I'm mainly South. I got a few Northerners that I like, and I really love West Coast, like NWA, Ice Cube.
How old are you, brother? You want to ask?
6.
Man, we same age. Okay.
My
Nothing like that
first
with
album,
music,
my
though.
first album was Doggy Style that I ever bought. So
Doggy Style didn't. No, he didn't drop that with Master P.
no, he
before
was on.
Right, it was Master P after that though.
Yeah.
He left.
Doggy
Yeah,
Style.
he
Right,
went there.
yeah.
But when it comes to lyric, I think people don't realize they don't take in consideration Lil Wayne's mixtapes when he talks
The
about
droughts.
lyrics like those.
Yeah,
Like
no,
those
his
are
mixtapes was
classic
dope.
bar. Like his
The
bars, though,
droughts.
like
No,
like,
it's
even on the Carter 2, like I mean not the Carter 2, but the
I ain't
Carter.
take that into consideration, man.
I take
The
your
Carter.
bitch, give her back, take your bitch again. Just because you throw her 5, I pitch her 10.
10.
She want to sit inside of my 66. See my wrist with yellow
Like
like
Michigan.
Michigan.
Go ahead.
Come on, man. Don't let me.
They got 2 different bars, 2 different setups,
Oh, you know
2
it.
different styles.
They do. That's what I said. They do. You can't.
Okay.
It's not like
He
a.
said,
It's a good
Lil Wayne's-
comparison, but
I can't even say the verse because
I
it's
know
cussing,
it.
but he's like on the Carter. I think
Which
it's
one?
an interlude, but it's like no, it's
On
called
the capital, only Peter survivors killed. The big
Junior.
elements don't. Come
If
on.
the elements
Look
don't
at my
murder
guy.
you, the
Look at
ride is
I
worth.
come here.
It's not good.
Okay.
Oh,
All these men will be on
Get
the subject
involved, and
all
I got
day
him
push
long.
it.
Every
Ball,
day
ball,
I'm
ball.
gonna say, "Skr-skr-skr-skr-skr."
All right. Appreciate it.
So I'm assuming you, Jay.
I'm not
Hey,
here.
man, that was right with what she did.
That's
That's
it. Yeah. Right on.
I'm not here to be right. I just I like to hear people's same opinion.
Why those 2? Why you pick those 2?
Because I
Me and
said
him.
Jay Z is the
I'm-
greatest of all time. He say Wayne is.
Okay.
We got Mike
I'm
talking
surprised
to
you
say.
didn't, when you said
Weezy
Jay-Z,
all
I
day.
was surprised you didn't say like Nas or Biggie or something. That's who I'm usually.
Nas is
I'm
not-
used to hearing Jay-Z compared
He
to.
up there.
DJ Baby Blue. I got to do a resume check when we get through here. Nas.
He got lyrics, but I don't know if he up there as a GOAT though.
Nah, it's like they're putting them Fast and Furious cars.
What?
All right, go ahead.
No. Really?
We'll talk, DJ. We'll talk, DJ. We'll talk. Keep the. I guess it's y'all show. I can't tell you.
Nah.
Yeah, I know.
That's
man.
another
You-
subject,
Hey,
another
see what,
day.
man, you here? Me and
But
you
see,
here.
I put a.
How you do that? That's crazy.
I'm Southern, so I put a lot of
Nas
people in
can be
front
top
of
10,
Jay-Z.
but not top 5.
Oh, that's fine.
That's cool.
That's what I'm
Nas?
saying. That's all I'm saying.
That's cool.
Well, if he's top 10, he can be number 1.
That is definitely.
Oh, shoot.
definitely.
Yes, I'm enjoying myself, man, with y'all, man.
Look, I'm not-
Man.
But we're gonna go to the next subject. I
Okay,
submitted this
bye.
subject in because, like I said, my two co-hosts they've been trying to set me up, and I'm them that I slid. I slid into someone's DMs. I usually don't do this, but someone we're not going.
Real quick, not to put something. Are you making
Clearly, she just said in somebody's DM. She's
I'm just saying,
She's
bro.
not wearing like
Not good. You're not wearing yellow. That should answer that question. You're not wearing yellow. Okay, I apologize. Let me retract my statements. Go ahead. I apologize.
No, my two co-hosts are married. They are. They have their lovely wives. Shout out to the lovely wives who lets me
Hey,
borrow.
shout out. Guess
organizations
what?
for the podcast.
Shout out to African American men who announce it and let it be known that
Yes.
they're married. For
And they
sure.
have kids, so shout out to the
For
kids.
sure.
too.
I support
But
that.
Shout
I'm
out to Ari,
single.
man. Sir Ari, the latest edition of my legendary seed line.
Yeah.
What's up? What's up, brother?
My baby girl Talia, she my oldest.
How many kids you got? Not because
Go ahead. No. How many kids
when I,
you got?
when I hear
I got
brothers taking care of their family, I love that.
I got 2 kids. My
A boy and a girl, right?
boy and a girl. My son will be 2 on the 14th of this month.
Okay, yeah.
Why does he do
Uh-oh.
shit like that?
Oh, he's the truth. Oh, he's the truth. And
Okay,
for
how
you,
many kids you got?
I got 3. I got twins.
Okay.
I got twins.
How old
Sean
twins?
and Trinity. They just turned 8 on June 19th. And then I got Sir Ari. He just turned 5 months.
Man,
Oh,
congratulations. Yeah, not mine. I got 5. I'm 18, 17, 15, 10, 11, and 9.
You have gunshots?
I was trying to shoot some off while you playing. But see,
Are you like Nick Cannon?
No, but see, I was married. I was married for 13 years.
Oh.
And me and my wife, that was our plan. Like, we wanted to have a football team. I said that last time. You know,
53.
about 10 people. I wasn't doing that.
Not a basketball
We
team?
really
A
wanted.
football
Oh, I
team?
got a basketball team. Starting 5 right now.
Yeah, you do.
Call them up. Call my kids.
Tell
Tell
them
them.
the numbers.
Okay, I apologize.
You got kids?
I just have one. Singular, not plural.
Well,
Go ahead and get you, man. Go ahead and get you too, man. Get you a tax break.
Yeah, she's 13. So I just one.
Young lyric.
But yeah, go ahead. We were saying you did everyone else because you were
But
saying.
yeah, like I said, I'm single. My 2 co-hosts been trying to set me up with someone, but they haven't found no one yet.
Mm.
With him, a lot of people I know, he knows they're rappers. I'm not trying to talk to a rapper.
A millionaire.
What's wrong with the rapper?
She's a second comedian now.
You take it. You better.
Yeah.
You be a fool. You don't take a million now. That's Silicon Valley.
That's their contract.
We brothers and sisters now, DJ.
That's the contract. He out the limelight.
What? Yeah.
Just making money.
That's
behind the
how
scenes.
I respect him as a man, though.
No,
I do,
For
but
sure.
nah.
As a man,
But yeah, I'm not the type to slide into someone's DM, let you know I'm feeling you. I won't do that. But when a mutual friend of ours, we're not naming names,
For sure. For sure.
he had made a post saying, ask any question you want. So I was like, shoot, I'm gonna shoot my shot. In the DMs, like, hey, when we gonna go out? We set a date. It didn't happen because some business stuff came up. But yeah, I just want to know your thoughts on women sliding to the DMs. Is that a bad thing? Or
I thought
you're
you.
for it?
Well, before you do that,
Oh, I like
Not for a
that.
minute.
I want to know how long. Hold on real quick. I want to know how long it's been on your mind to do that.
No, you remember she talked about it already.
Oh, so that was who she was talking about?
I like this.
But I think
Wait. No, did I?
no, you talking about the dude from the last podcast.
No.
Oh, it was a dude.
No, we're not talking about that one.
Oh, the liar.
The liar.
Not him.
No, not the. no, not that
I ain't
one.
gonna lie to you.
It was a dude that lied. It was a dude that lied on our podcast.
Last week.
I hope
He came on as a guest.
No.
Nah, he
was
was
just
in
an
the
audience
background,
member, and he
but-
had made a statement. We was talking about
I want to get us here. Get
Side
how
pieces.
they relate to the podcast.
we were talking about side.
yeah, we gotta put y'all on our one day.
Yeah, I want
So we
to
were
get
just-
on
we
the
gonna
line.
take set up,
we're
but
gonna
it
take
be-
on a different day and have y'all come.
It be people in the studio and we talking and we asking.
A
You know,
question,
they
do
can
let
chime
them
in. We don't, you know.
So
We gotta do live audio.
Yeah.
Some-
yeah,
yeah,
Oh,
I like
they do
that.
live audience?
No, we had a studio, so whoever's at the studio
Yeah,
that want to
that's pretty
chime in,
much how-
let them chime in. That's all it is. Let them
No,
make it.
we did North Carolina.
But yeah, my main question is: do y'all feel like
Oh, no.
how do y'all feel about women sliding to the DM? Is that a bad thing? Y'all look at it as thirsty?
I would-
Depends on how they do it, right?
It's funny that you asked that, right? Because it was a couple episodes ago, and right before we started recording, right? Nope. Oh my God! See, this is the same guy that said he don't know. You see? Jesus,
indulged in that.
I rebuke you, Jesus.
He gonna be finished. He gonna be finished with that whole bag.
So look, I'm glad, so I'm glad you said that because it was a show, man. And when I spoke to you, man, I was like, we had spoke on it, and a woman had asked me, how do men take it when women slide in their DMs? No, she said, like, how do men take it when women slide in their DMs? And is that too aggressive or something like that? Remember I
That
mentioned
was
this?
a long time ago.
That was a long time ago, right?
She didn't say exactly that, but let me tell you what she said.
Yeah, so what's that?
The woman said, "How does a woman jump in, in a man's DM or just hit a man and just be assertive and tell him that she wants to sleep with him?"
No, she said,
You know what I'm saying?
no, she said,
Well, I'm trying to refrain from saying that.
I apologize.
She wants to sleep. She wants to sleep. She wants to sleep with him, and you know, without any attachment. Just have the physical action and message.
A vibe.
So she asked me.
Vibe. We talked about that. We talked about
He
vibe.
hates that word. He hates that word.
Oh, we were just.
We was talking about
That's
that.
crazy. We gonna get on that. We gonna get on that. Hold
Me,
on, hold
I
on.
feel like I don't know. I guess because I've had FWBs, friends with benefits before, and I feel like
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
it's nothing.
As
But I
long
feel
as
like
it
with
makes
that,
sense,
you
get
just
a
gotta
feelings.
I don't know. We know what up.
Oh, she had the brand new on the show.
No, this is like way before y'all.
I don't drink.
This is way before y'all. Calm down.
I'm a good Christian woman.
She was backsliding.
So this is what I was
I
saying.
got a couple booty
We
calls.
got the mic talking, so I remember the episode. We got Mike Talks. Remember the episode?
Okay.
Okay, so
So
the
she
girl
jumped
in my inbox.
She just want to have.
She asked me that. She said, and
No physical.
And no physical,
attachment,
right? No
just
attachment.
physical.
So I'm like, no. She said, why is it every? She said, why is it every time I come to men and I just want to, do my thing with them, whatever. They kind of backslide. And I said, maybe it's the way you word it, maybe how you say it, whatever. That same individual turned around and jumped in my inbox and was like, well, shit, what's up? I want to, what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, shit.
Yeah, you got to do it in a slick way. You can't
See, tried it, but
you can't just be like, what's up?
I admired it.
Stick with it.
I admired it.
It depends on who the dude.
I admired it, but at the end of the day, I was like, I kind of like avoided it because I don't know. I like things to be organic. You know what I'm saying? Let me, if I see you, you see me, and we make eye contact, have a couple of drinks, we keep making eye contact, then one of us is going to approach each other. All that,
Exactly.
well, what's up, man? What's up? Shit, drop off.
Why
9
you saying
o'clock.
what's up?
I'm just saying.
No, that's the
Yeah.
point. You just got to be slick with it.
Yeah.
So, like, what's up? Drop off 9 o'clock.
Like, what are
for
you
real?
on?
I
What
don't-
are you doing tonight?
Drop
What are
off.
your plans?
All those things
Take
fall in the
care
same.
of the kid. I got 5.
You got to start up there. What are your plans for tonight? What are you doing? What
All
are
those
you
things
doing?
sound like booty call. Like, come get this to me. What's up? What are you doing tonight? What are
Right.
you
Nah,
planning
but she
tonight?
got straight to the point. I showed you that.
Yeah, I get it.
She got
She
straight to
showed
the
me the
point.
message. She got right to it. Anyway,
So that means she did this a couple.
as soon as we
times.
said this might get talk, we'll see y'all next time.
Right.
Dang.
You know
What?
I'm saying?
Did she copy and paste the message? Or
I
was
don't
the
know.
original?
Oh, God, no.
Nah, she had a text already, and right when the episode.
And it's
Boom.
sin. Yeah, he got no choice but to see this.
But now to answer the question
Yeah.
directly, I just give my 2 cents. 2 pennies ain't really worth much. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I just think it's how you do it that's important. I personally, not necessarily DMs. I mean, I've had people doing the DMs before, but like if I'm in the mall, right, and there'd be a woman. I said this before on the show too. Like if I see a woman or a woman sees me across the mall, and she'd be like, "Hey, sexy in a white shirt." Well, now I'm said I'm wearing blue. I'm not even wearing white no more because that's not. Don't yell at me across the mall. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Come to me. You know what I'm saying? Hey, excuse me. You know what I'm saying? Hey, my name is whatever. Just don't yell from across the mall. So if you jump in the DMs acting all crazy, then I'm gonna probably just delete it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
What if they did
you'll see my
that?
little face at the bottom that I read it, and then
What if they
there'll
did
be no
that
response.
though?
Yeah.
Hey, I've been watching for a long time. Just wondering what time you're available. I want you to come over and test his guts up.
see, I mean,
I think when she say tear the guts up, it's
Yeah.
like,
What?
once-
Well, she didn't say that.
What she
though.
didn't say?
Lord,
Once you
have
get
mercy.
it.
No,
What
see, that's
do you
what we asked for what I was asking for.
Yeah,
Like,
like-
you ain't gotta say tear the guts up. You ain't gotta do all
I
that.
think I always say
You
this.
gotta
Too.
be central with
I
it.
always say this too. Like, see, the older I get, them like when I was young and dumb, like trust me, she can say what I'm
Whatever.
there.
Yeah.
Before you push send, I'm.
What's up?
Now,
What's
now
up?
that I'm older, it's
What's
like,
up?
you know what I'm saying? I need more class, less ass. I need you to show me,
What's up?
you know what I'm saying? I need to be a lady. You know what I'm
Chill
saying?
for a little bit.
Like I always say, if I'm 36 years young, if I walk in a room right now and Cardi B and Michelle Obama both walk in there, both of them women get tons of attention, but by 2 different types of men.
Right.
You know what I'm
For
saying?
sure.
I need, you know what I'm saying? I'm more of the, I need
Michelle
somebody
Obama.
who just, I'm saying, display a woman, a lady.
That
You know what I'm
class.
saying? Not that other stuff.
is it Michelle or Michael?
Well, I seen that meme too. That's crazy, but I don't know,
All right,
bro.
let me stop. Let me stop.
Obama, that's your business, brother.
Yeah, that's
you
exactly
tell
right.
me to come get them guts.
Whatever you tearing up.
Whatever you
Use the
tearing
paper.
up.
You
paper.
tell me to come get them guts.
Okay.
I'm going to slide through. I've got to see. Hey,
Well,
You
I
said
know
that's
y'all
what you-
married, but like back when y'all
I'm
was courting
sorry.
your wives, would y'all want your wives to slide into the DMs and each other?
Women was different then.
well, how old are you? T, how old are you? I'm asking.
I just turned 34 last
34.
How long you been
Congratulations,
married?
Oh,
brother.
happy birthday. I'm saying.
It'll be 12 years on the 18th.
12 married. Okay.
I've been married for 12 years too.
12. Damn, brother. That's
I've been together with my wife for 18 total.
damn, bro. I
Been
commend
with
y'all.
mine for 13.
Give round of applause, bro. That you rarely
I
hear
got
that.
that drop as well.
You rarely hear that. You rarely hear that.
Yeah.
You rarely hear that. I damn want to cry if I had to.
Don't cry.
But for sure, class is everything, man. But it's something about a woman just being upfront. And the way she did it, it was a turn. But what do you think about, us hooking up? Now, if a woman just upfront, like, nigga, hey, come over here right now. I'm finna, whoa. I'm like, what? These on.
Like you from the street?
The show is over with. We'll be back in the.
What up, cut?
No,
Like you from the streets? What up, cut?
that's it. That's it. No, don't say it. Don't
So you
say
should.
it.
So
What up,
B?
What up, cut?
You're saying.
What up, B? You trying to be all like
Delete.
all gangster with it?
She said, "Cuz," I'm like, okay, delete.
Are you more so saying you want her to be more direct, not be around the bush?
I mean, not all the time, but sometimes that assertiveness overrides everything. At that point in time, you be wanting that shit.
Right.
You be needing it. And for a woman like, come here right now, I'm gonna and woman, you be like, for real?
But see, that's even
Because
good.
I'm late.
That's even good in marriage.
Right?
That's good in marriages too, because if my wife texts me right now and say something like that, I'm like,
don't please don't text them. Yeah, wifey.
That's different.
Wifey, text them right now. They don't.
Yeah, please don't.
They talking about leaving.
Right.
They talking about leaving.
hey, I'll be back, man.
But no, that's what I had said before.
Text them right now. I will replace them.
But that's what I'm saying. Like keeping that like when you're married though.
That spice.
That spiciness though. A lot of women they get so used to it. Yeah, like you come home, your woman's in a her nightgown. What's going on with it? But then, baby, make it a silk nightgown or something. It keeps.
I don't give a.
I don't give a.
Yeah.
Hey, listen. We're going to talk about laundry. We have a laundry topic second half. So
Okay.
All right.
All right.
I'm not
I gotta ask you about that. I'm gonna hold that question. Waiting on y'all. Oh shit. Hey, by the way, y'all got some very intriguing topics. See the people don't know what to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
This second.
I mean that's kind of like how we wanted it to be when we first started out.
Right. Organic. Just something you can sit down and talk, not feel like it's scripted. Not yet. That's what we gotta hold ourselves on.
Don't overtalk women.
Yeah, so well, you gotta have.
And we need to have. We usually have. We started saying like we need to have more women on, so that people will be like, all y'all have is dudes on.
We had what was it?
We had some politicians on.
We had a politician and then we had a guest woman who tried to replace Travis, but it didn't work.
That was nice.
You can't replace the gold. You can't replace me.
No, it's a little prank we did. We did MIA for a minute, preparing for his fight. He's an MMA fighter, so he's preparing for his fight. And we did a prank.
I was especially like the last maybe like 3.5 weeks, something like that. Like I was kind of out of commission. Like,
right. Yeah.
Preparing for the fight.
Like
Pretty no sweets, no junk food. So
that's why I asked for the apple snapple and the trail mix.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I think that's the reason why I said
everyone want that energy. Give that energy.
Like, give me all that back. So yeah, that's definitely something that we wanted to be more organic, you know, and like and not be afraid to, you know, to talk about topics that are controversial and considered taboo in our community.
Yeah, over here we have a slogan that we call ours sophisticated randomness.
Sophisticated randomness, yeah.
So that's what's up. Y'all have any other topics?
Oh yeah. I don't know if y'all heard about this, but apparently the government planned the Gubby.
The Gubby.
Okay.
They plan on doing a door-to-door vaccine check to see if you are vaccinated.
I got to be vaccinated? Yeah.
I have. I am.
Have you?
No. I work at a school, so that's why.
My wife is.
But so hold on. You said you work at a school. So, D. Jones, you work at a school.
Yeah.
And my wife.
Is it mandatory? Your wife's a teacher. Is it mandatory?
She did it because she's around kids.
Yeah, I'm around kids, so that's why I did it. It's not mandatory, but I feel like exactly like he said, exactly. I don't feel like it's mandatory this time, but I feel like coming up it might be mandatory, especially for the school district who's not doing virtual anymore.
That's that question without y'all you got it.
Oh, we already talked about this on our
okay. We gonna feel like I'm sitting y'all. So I'm gonna get a pillow and everything. Come talk. Okay. We're Christian. We said about that, right?
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, I guess it's a 2-part question. Maybe it may whatever it is. Please answer my question. First and foremost, y'all got the shot. Did y'all feel any side effects when you got the shot?
I did.
Yeah, because there's 2 parts to it.
No, I got the one and done Johnson & Johnson.
Huh?
I got the one and done Johnson & Johnson one.
I
felt it. Now my.
What you felt the Johnson? Hold on now. What kind of show is this?
Vaccine, brother.
The vaccine show. Okay. What did you say, Johnson? She felt it.
My uncle didn't feel the side effects. My mom had a sore arm a little bit, but me, I got the whole flu symptoms.
Y'all all had the Johnson?
Yes, we all did. Now I used to tell my co-host. It got to the point where my co-hosts were checking on me like every few minutes. You good? You straight? Like I felt the flu symptoms. I thought I was like.
So that wasn't the 2 parts.
I think you missed the episode too.
Why is it not the 2 parts?
I did. No, you can't. There's 2 different shots. The Johnson one was 1 shot. That's the one that had a lot of problems for people with prior health conditions, and they didn't have problems with it, but I don't have no prior health.
Tell me this. Second question. Well, I guess it's not the third part question.
What's the quick bit?
Yeah, with Christian, do y'all consider that being like the mark of the beast?
No.
Okay.
Mm.
Have y'all?
Go ahead.
My third part question is this, because I've tried it on someone who has received the. I guess I don't know.
Thing?
Yes.
I haven't tried it yet, but I don't think it works.
Oh, it did. It worked on this lady.
Was she black?
She was at Dollar Tree. It was a Caucasian lady.
That's why.
What's
It
the
works
magnet
on
thing?
white people and Mexicans,
What's the magnet
not
thing?
black people.
Brother, wherever she got a shot at, wherever she got a shot at, it was a magnet, round magnet, and she got it twice. And I didn't actually do it. It was somebody that kind of gave me insight on it. Like, look, I'm telling you, whatever. I'm like, all right. And the lady had got her 2 shots, and she had a little magnet. She put it to her, but a magnet stuck to that girl arm. I said, what the?
But most people who've been trying out have been Caucasian.
I mean, she's the next man.
So
Nah.
I don't know.
Magnet woman.
no, I haven't tried the magnet thing. I don't know if it
Magneto.
works.
Magneto.
I don't think I ever did it.
But I do feel like it might be mandatory coming up school years for the.
And I think it is because
virtual, because that's some schools.
my kids,
so
I
they're not
think
doing
said
The
that.
kids don't get it.
I
Period.
think they said the kids get it. No, my kids won't get it.
What do you do homeschool?
Shit, my kids
It's gonna be mandatory, kind of like the HPV before you go to college. It's gonna be mandatory.
Sean's 17. The Lord finna be a sophomore.
That's graduated?
Hey, what else are you gonna teach them in school? If you're gonna try to make my kids get a something in arm, what else are you gonna teach them in school? Y'all don't teach them that anyways. About some history that
You
don't.
make them get a whole bunch of shots to go to school?
Nah.
At the beginning of school.
Yeah, you have to elementary.
Yeah.
on.
They had a whole list of shots they had to take.
No, you can
If you don't order
as a
For your
parent,
religion,
No, not religion. I didn't do religion wise. For a parent, you can they gave them the option not to. But I think they did get the I guess the
you get the hepatitis.
I mean, all that.
hepatitis.
yeah, the
Yeah.
hepatitis. The flu. They don't do flu.
I ain't got the flu shot in like 10 years.
I'm gonna tell you what. I got
My-
shot.
Ain't nothing wrong with it. I'm
I
just
did.
saying.
Which one did you get?
It came out of nowhere.
I got Moderna.
It came out of nowhere.
I did Moderna because I did like a lot of research.
Did your
For
school
one,
district pay for it? You went to the school district and did it?
You know, I just went online and found a clinic that was offering that money that I could pay. But I got that because for one, I've seen first with family. My mom and my grandmother had it at the same time. I had a cousin on the ventilator. And I think the COVID-19 or the virus, rather, my bad. Sorry, YouTube. But the virus, it's affected different people differently.
Mm-hmm.
And for me personally, I didn't want to, get it and not know how it was going to affect me. So
Facts.
I just thought to myself,
The safe route.
even with like the whole, you said the Christian talk, I do believe like, yes, if you're a Christian, you're supposed to have faith, but I also feel like God gave us medicine and you also have to understand wisdom.
Exactly.
And I feel like,
God gave us medicine.
well, for me, my
medicine was from the earth.
well, in my opinion, medicine,
Fact.
he gave us doctors and medicine for a reason. And I also feel like with wisdom, if there's an aid out there that will help me, I guess have a better chance of not being around it,
Mhm.
or receiving it, whatever, or not dying from it. If I do get it, I'm gonna take advantage of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's what I did. You know what I'm saying? And if it ended up being a magnet in my arm, then okay.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? But
Not to cut you off, my talker here says my kids got it. That high school had so many cases. 12 kids died from it, and my kids' high school, and I'm just safe. I'm safe and sorry. It worked cool. So basically, I guess the kids go to high school, 12 kids at the school died.
and what parent gonna say no to that?
Yeah, when you say something like that, yeah.
You got 12 kids at the same school your kids go to. You're going tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. Get your jacket. Let's go.
Yeah, we had a lot of cases at the school I work at. It really got me when a pre-kinder had tested positive. That's when I was like, okay, this is serious.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, I ain't worried about being around the kids. I'm worried about kids being around me.
Now,
They
all
all
their
trying to wash
hands.
their hands, they
You know
sneeze.
what I'm saying?
Have
Kids
y'all
come up
felt
to you just to sneeze on you and walk in one
Before
way.
y'all got the shot,
Across the room.
before you got the shot, did you feel the symptoms?
Before the virus became public, you know what I'm saying, before it came out of it,
Did
out
you
of
feel
the
it
shell,
just kind of?
I
A
got
lot of
sick.
people had it.
I got sick like
I
in
did.
November, December, like
I did.
2019.
Mm-hmm.
And I was sick for like 3 weeks. I was like, no, what is this? This ain't no regular cold. And then, like, in January that year, COVID had 9 times. You know what I'm saying? Come here.
I did the year
Yeah.
before, October.
It was here already.
Flu Part B.
Well,
They called it Part B. I didn't know it was. Flu
It's
Part A,
different
Part B.
strands though. It's
It
different
is.
Yeah,
strands.
like mine was like when it popped, when they started jumping off. Remember I told you I was like I just instantly body shut down.
You
head
felt you
spread,
had it.
I think the whole house had it. My mom had it. I had it. My daughter had
Can we
it.
get the vacuum back?
So we good now.
Okay.
We good. You know, like I said, it different show different folks. There's no way.
Like I don't feel like anybody was wrong for not getting it or getting it.
Right,
It's
right.
Like, it's really all.
Whatever you think is safe for you.
Yes,
So
sir.
guess what? You might have let's just say asthma, and it triggers asthma. You know what I'm saying? You got asthma, and COVID it attacks asthma, and I'm sitting there, but you wrong. You're going to hell, brother. You like, nigga, I'm just trying to live a little longer.
I go.
You're like, I'm just trying to live a little
I
longer.
used to play with my cousins,
Like
I
a
did
small
right.
hand.
Halos and like Smokey.
Ain't this crazy? Look at him.
You out here making bubbles.
But like,
With his life.
my wife had made a point to me, and it made sense because at first I was like, man, I'm not getting it, for all the reasons that most black people are saying, and going back
religion,
to religion, the Tuskegee experiment, the whole
facts.
And she was like, you was in the military. They shot us up with so many vaccines the first 2 days that we was there. We don't know what they were shooting us with. And any one of those shots could have been something that could have triggered something.
Came back and messed up the family. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So it was like, we don't know what we shot up with anyway.
So that goes back to what I was saying. Like, everybody got from your perspective, shit, it's only right to do it.
Right.
From my perspective, it's not right to do it. From your perspective, it's right to do it because of X, Y, Z. So like I say, we can sit here and that's another thing. You go to church, y'all. You got the shot. Go to church. I'm not saying they will, but 9 times out of 10, the pastor in the pulpit will kind of ridicule you for taking the shot. And you know the devil. But guess what, brother? You don't know me, and you know what I'm saying. So that's how you take it. If he was in church and
He said to me,
well, not to you in general, but you know how they say in the masses.
right.
Luckily, when I got my shot, it was done at a church. So like a
For
pastor
real?
was
This is getting crazy.
pastor
The
was-
world ain't sticking to the world no more.
Yeah, it was done at a church.
And you wonder why I drink Hennessy.
Bro, it's crazy because you the same one who when it first came out, when it first became a thing, he was like, nah, all that's all that. And then you see,
So you laughed at
Yeah, because
you
got past.
that
So
mother
it's funny.
like, man,
Hey, you ain't lying.
real brother. It's out here.
We worried about you when you going
No.
through it.
You bullshit, he ain't lying. He called me, boy, and I'm on the couch sweating. I'm like, bro, I don't know what's wrong. He's like, you gonna be able to record? I'm like, record? Man, I'm dying.
That's how I was when
Yeah.
when I got done with the
But
shot. And I had to
Lily, mine only lasted, it did last 3 days. That was a blessing. It lasted 3 days. That was
My mom had
one day.
My mom had it
That's
too.
the one
My
day.
mom had it though. You gotta realize, as a culture, we're not big on hospitals. Period.
No.
Our moms didn't go to hospitals. We didn't believe in hospitals. I really honestly don't believe in hospitals. You know what I mean? They give us medicine to keep us addicted to whatever it is, right? That's my opinion. That's why they killed Dr. Sebi. That's deeper. That's a whole other conversation.
You two gonna take y'all down.
Yeah, that's crazy. You don't get it. But
I mean, Dr. Sebi, but I'm saying Dr. Sebi was very influential in the world now.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying, damn, what the hell was I saying?
You don't trust hospitals.
Don't trust hospitals. Don't trust them niggas over there. But like I said, at the end of the day, everybody got their own everybody got their own story. Everybody their own reason for doing it. So all I'm saying about the pastors, they'll sit there and judge you. And you got this and got that. But guess what? I honestly,
I got the
100%,
shot. You
I know-
got side kids.
I know 2 pastors who quote unquote died from COVID. So you're gonna sit there and tell me that.
Yeah.
So and then you get the stories where you hear that the doctors are just labeling it COVID, which I've had one personally. I had one personally. Their mom went to the doctor and the nurses asked her, "Hey, can we label this as COVID? But we'll give you the medication that you need for the illness."
Mhm.
Because if we label it as COVID, guess what? Now the hospital gets
It's money.
the funding.
It's
Mhm.
funny.
So that's why
There's a
it's-
lot of people going to the hospital for just regular
it was
common
COVID.
stuff, and they were like, "Oh, it's a case."
But there's a lot of people dying from other illnesses, and
they call it COVID. So we don't know. So I understand y'all playing. Play it safe. I get it. If y'all out there, I would say, know your body. I would say that and I want religion. We'll leave all that out. Know your body, because you can see it, because ain't no religion gonna say you believe in. I'm not saying believing in God, of course. I'm not saying your belief system. I'm saying you just thinking is not gonna save you. Go ahead and take the precautions that needs to be done for your health.
well, that was a great informative first half. We're great dialogue, great conversation. We'll take a little small miniature break. Take a small miniature break, and then we'll be back to the second half where we kind of introduce you to our world. And then, it's like a talk. But yeah, everybody listen to the live experience on YouTube or Facebook. Again, sorry for the glitching. But if you're on YouTube, please like, share, subscribe. If you're on Facebook, please share this link to the timeline. And if you listen to our voices in the stream, thank you so much for doing so. We appreciate you.
Yes.
And just sit there and vibe a little bit. We'll be back here shortly. This is Mega Talk episode 153.
Facts. That's good. I can get up, move around.
Okay, y'all can end it. And see.
No, leave it on.
My battery
Your
is,
camera?
I'm on
It's gonna
10%.
die.
What we got on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here.
You have another plug-in?
Well,
I have the plug-in.
Let me tell you, if I show y'all pictures of the studio before, y'all be like, what the fuck? This studio was that door, it was door over here.